This is the Drive-By Night Show. We are a 3-hour call-in talk show here on TikTok. There's the phone number, 402-853-8436. And we'll see what happens. This is my 11th official week doing this, and it's been a lot of fun. So anything really goes on the show. I don't really care what we talk about. The only rule that I have is just be cool. Other than that, we can talk about whatever you want. So just call in. Don't be shy. Always takes a few minutes for the first call to come in, and then we're off and running. We've got Ontario on the line. Drive-By Night Show, how are you?
Holy freaking crap. I'm on the Drive-By Night Show.
Well,
Me, Patrick Warburton.
What's going on, man?
Me, Patrick Warburton.
Just
wanted to pop in. Say, hope you're having a good night.
I am having a good night. How's your night been going?
Bonnie's cheating on me, so. I'm actually about to take off now. I'm about to go to the Slam with Peter Quagmire in Cleveland, so.
Okay.
I'll have to pop off, but anyway, I just wanted to say hi.
Well, thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
You too. See ya. Okay. So there you go. Kind of starting off with a little bit of a, maybe a legitimate phone call, maybe a prank phone call. The world will never know, I suppose. So there we go. We're off and running. We got our first call out of the way. The phone line is open, 402-853-8436. The chat is quiet. Usually the chat's jumping all in there right at the beginning, and I'm like, well, I can't drive around. I got to pull over and read the chat. But tonight, everyone's just kind of sitting around. Well, what's going to happen? Waiting for something. So don't be shy. Chat's open. Phone line's open. Oh, okay. You know what? I thought it was you because you're like the only one from Ontario that ever calls me. So I should probably just save your number. But it's kind of fun because I'm like, is it going to be this guy from Ontario or maybe somebody else? But it's always actually you. And I do appreciate the phone calls. They're always good. So thank you very much. Hello, says the chat. Hi. Yes, right back at you. How are you tonight? How is everybody tonight? I'm feeling pretty good. Notice with like the stupid hour time change, my Drive-By Night Show has now turned into the Drive-By like magic hour or dusk show right now. So, thanks for the flowers already coming in. I appreciate that. So I don't know, like it'll be dark soon, but it just kind of feels weird. Like I'm out here and there's just like cars around me, and I've got this light above my head, and I'm yelling at my phone, and I feel kind of self-conscious about it all of a sudden. I like it when it's dark out here and I'm like the only person driving around. But it's better when I'm driving around and there's phone calls going on. Someone's asking my pronouns. Okay. You could probably guess, pretty simple. He, him, there you go. And there's life. I never was asked that question growing up, and I never asked that question for a long time in my life. So it's throwing me for a bit of a loop. I'm catching on. I'm figuring this stuff out. Sometimes us older guys, it takes us a little bit longer to figure these things out. But I'm doing okay, and there you go. So I guess I'm just gonna drive around. What's going on tonight, people? We're just this is the Drive-By Night Show. I think this is about as quiet as it's been. Someone's saying growth is great though. Keep doing you, man. It is great. So and we always got to keep evolving, otherwise we're losers. Alabama on the line. Drive-By Night Show. How are you?
Wait, what?
Hello. How's it going?
Hi.
Hey, how are you tonight?
We're okay. We were just gathering on the line.
Yeah. No, this is the Drive-By Night Show. I just do a call-in talk show every Thursday on TikTok, and we really talk about whatever you want.
That's so cool.
Yeah. What have you been up to today?
I've just been sick all day. We've been watching the show.
You've been sick all day?
Yeah.
What are you sick with?
A cold, COVID-19.
Just like a regular common cold though? Nothing too serious?
No, yeah. COVID.
Oh, you have COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I'm glad. You sound like you're not in immediate danger. Maybe you are. There's a lot of stuff clanging around in the background. Are you okay?
We're okay.
Okay. Who's we?
I'm here with my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, cousin. Are you sick with COVID as well?
Yeah, that's why we're together.
Okay. That's a bummer, but at least you've got someone to go through it with. I had it last year, and I just had to do it all by myself, and it was hard. It's kind of scary.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to go.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, no worries. Get better soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll see you. All right. So there were a couple people having COVID together and clanging stuff around in the background, like pots and pans or something. I don't know what was really going on there. But the phone line is open, 402-853-8436. Now it looks like the chat's waking up just a little bit. So I think we'll pull over and take a quick look at that, see what's going on in the world. I'm being asked Uber or taxi. Great question. I don't really know, but I'm an Uber, or I was an Uber. You can watch a lot of my Uber videos on my TikTok. I put up one today about two guys that had a flower, and one of them didn't think that flowers put off oxygen, and the other did. It's a very fascinating thing to listen to and watch. The chat's saying, Jesus loves you. Please accept him into your life. Turn away from your sin. God bless. Thank you very much for that. Then the chat's just saying hi. Hi right back at you. This is the Drive-By Night Show. Phone line's open. 402-853-8436. If nobody calls, you just have to listen to me sort of fill in the space, and it can get tough sometimes. If this is your first time checking out the show, you can go to YouTube at All the Rides, and I have 10 episodes of this show there ready for you to just devour. If you prefer to listen to the show in podcast form, go to your favorite provider and simply type in Drive-By Night Show, and this thing will pop up. And then you can watch it, you can listen to it, you can tell all your friends about it. But what's really cool, yeah, if you call right now, you'll get in. I'm just sitting here. What's really cool is if you call in, and then you just tell your friends, hey, I called into this show, and then you have proof to show them. Yes, and that's the coolest thing in the world. Chat saying if I call now, we'll get through live to you. Yes. Call in right now. You'll get through live. I promise. Someone saying I'm back, Dad. Did you see if this is the dad kid? I put up your little clip as a special little video on YouTube, and it's just called Dad. Is that you? I think that's what it's called. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Phone line's open. We're just sitting here. I guess we'll just drive around a little bit till we get a phone call. And I tell you, this is about as slow as it gets around here. So don't really know what's going on out there tonight. It is like the world like going back to normal? Are people out moving around and got things to do, places to be? Or is there something on TV? Is there basketball on tonight? I don't even know. But it just seems a little slow out there. So somebody pick me up, give me a phone call, and let's keep this thing going here today. Otherwise, we're just going to drive around in circles. And I have to. It's like the compulsion. Have you ever listened to these things? And there's this thing called dead air. And if there's ever like a minute where there's nothing happening or nothing being said, it's just kind of this like horrendous thing for live video or live radio. And so it's just compelling me to keep talking, and words are coming out of my mouth, but it'd be a lot easier if somebody just picked up the phone and dialed 402-853-8436, and then we could just have a conversation and go about our day. You know, I don't ever prepare anything for this show because I just turn it on and people start calling. But now this is starting to worry me. Maybe I should prepare some like go-to material in the case of like a blank space like this, that'll have something to talk about. Oh, and we're getting bailed out by Bird Lady. Bird Lady's timing is just impeccable here. Bird Lady, I'm struggling out here. I start the show. Nobody's calling me. I'm like, what's going on? You bailed me out at the perfect. I owe you one now.
Do you think it's the time change?
I hate it because it's still light outside.
Maybe if you had like a mask on or something like that. I don't know. You know, just something to spice it up a little bit.
A mask on. Okay. Maybe that could be an idea. What if I put like a sheet or a big towel around me? That would give it the illusion that it's dark outside. Then it'd be the drive-by night show again.
Try it. I mean, next week, just grab a towel and try it. Do
you think that would work?
Yeah. You got to do something.
I got to do something,
you know?
Because I feel like I'm driving around in the afternoon right now, and this is like going against what the show's all about.
Yeah, the what do you call it? The mission statement of the show.
That's right. I'm betraying it.
The values and everything.
Yes. So how have you been? What's new with you? Hello? Bird Lady. Did we lose Bird Lady? What happened? What happened, Bird Lady? Call me back. I don't know what happened. Call me back. Okay. Was that you or me?
Man, I know. I thought you were in an accident or something, so I kind of hesitated to go back.
Okay.
You know?
Wouldn't that be something if I got onto an accident doing the live show here?
It'd be bad.
It would be bad. I really just drive around like the same 5 blocks, and there's.
That's what you said.
It's like I see 10 cars a night. It's really not too bad out here. So if I run into something, that's just my fault then. I
mean, it would be exciting, but I don't know if it would be good. Listen.
Good for ratings.
Well, yeah. I know you have a younger crowd, but you might have some older people. I just don't know what to do. I have my teenager who's 19, right?
Oh.
Now she's in the basement. Well, she's at work, but she's often in the basement just smoking. You know, smoking the stuff that's not legal in Nebraska.
The hippie lettuce. What's in your house in the basement? And you allow that or it just happens?
No, it just happens. I throw away the apparatus, and it happens again. Okay, I can deal with that. She's moving soon.
Okay.
But then I have my mom, who's in her late 60s.
Right.
Now she texted me today. She said she was having a reefer attack.
Your mother was having a reefer attack? What does that mean?
I think that's slang for the green lettuce that you said, but
so your mom's getting high and your daughter's getting high, and you're just kind of in the middle, like what's going on?
And I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm not going to join.
I think you just get high with them. I mean,
I can't do that.
Three's a party then at that point.
No. I can't do that. I'm a medical professional. I cannot do that. But...
Oh, medical professionals that do way worse because they can get their hands on the real good stuff.
Oh my gosh, this is being recorded. Anyway.
I know.
this can't go on. I just don't. Do you have any advice on how to deal with? I mean, if I got it coming at both ends. I
don't know, Bird Lady. I think you. What would happen? Let's just play devil's advocate here. What happens if the lettuce goes legal tomorrow? And then do you jump in? Or is it more like you just don't even want to do it at all?
I mean, I might on occasion, but I wouldn't do it every day, like,
yeah,
just to make yourself.
No, it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit when you gotta wake and bake just to get out of bed and go somewhere. Yeah.
And that's what she does, and yeah, that's why she works at night. So I guess that works out for her. But
bong rips in the morning and go to work.
Well, they make all these new things now. It's not even a bong.
It's true. Here I am back in 1994 here. Like, oh yeah, let's get out the old bong. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, there are a lot of other ways to do that now, aren't there? So
I mean, it's like a little torch now, and all these little, I don't even know what they are, but But anyway, I just wondered.
It's changed. Yeah, it's changed. Well, it's I guess maybe like start to implement a policy in your family once your daughter moves out. Then kind of just be like, you know what, mom, you know what, daughter, I love you both. I don't need to know about everything you got going on in your life. Maybe just keep that part of your life hidden from me.
Boundaries.
Or just like, I'm sure there's things in your life that you're not running onto the phone or downstairs to tell them about every single day. You always got to keep a few things private and to yourself, and maybe you should encourage them to keep that private.
That's probably correct. That's great advice, and I think I'll do that. Just kind of set some boundaries and that kind of thing. That's a great idea.
Okay.
One other thing, have you ever heard of Temecula?
California?
Yeah.
I used to live nearby there, actually. So I live south of there, maybe 30 miles or so.
Oh my God. Well, is it
wine country?
Fancy? Is it
it's
like
nice.
Uppity?
No, because it's like it's in between San Diego and LA. So and then it's inland more as well. So it's not like right on the beach. And there's like a lot of wineries there, and it's not huge, but it's not small. Maybe like 100,000 person town or something, and it's nice. It's a nice little kind. You can maybe call it a resort town, but that might be pushing it a little bit. But what, you got like a getaway plan there or something?
Well, my best friend who is also a nurse, and she's just hoping that we could get away and go there, and I guess she's hooking up with Ryan Seacrest or something, and
really
just taking a trip to Temecula. But I didn't even know much about it, so I just thought I'd ask me. Around.
Just ask me. I know everything.
Yeah. You do. That's why you have this talk show.
I've honest to God been there. That's the weirdest thing about it. Like, of all the places you could have brought up, it's like, yeah, I know Temecula. So.
Well, there is this famous TikToker named Karen. I don't know if you've heard of her. Karen Hausman. Haus. Now, she is in Temecula. She's hilarious. You should check her out.
Okay. All right.
But she lives there.
Okay. So are you going for sure?
Well, I think we're going to either there or Florida. We can't decide, but it's kind of like a post-COVID.
Yeah.
We're vaccinated. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Well, I mean, do it. You better do it now. Who knows what's going to happen 3-6 months from now? You know what I mean? It's like there might be bad news on the horizon that like vaccine doesn't work. It only lasts 3 days. And we're all sick. You know what I mean?
Don't.
Well, I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You're right.
I would just go right now, like while you've got a green light, before something bad could potentially happen.
I like the way you think. Yeah, because just live in the moment. Because you know what, we could get another virus.
Yeah, you haven't had a moment this past year, so it's like you got to take this moment and go. And there's a lot of wine. Do you drink wine? Do you like wine?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of
wine.
Not
much.
Okay. What do you like to drink? What's your drink of choice?
I mean, just coffee. I'm not a drinker.
Okay, coffee's like my favorite thing in the world, so I can respect and understand that. I gotta have coffee. If I don't have coffee,
what do you got in your cup? Tonight?
Just water. I just do water.
Okay.
I do my coffee early. I like it early, like first thing. Do it for a few hours. And then I found if I keep doing it, I start to push my luck, and it betrays me. So you got to get to a point where it's like, all right, no more coffee today.
Yeah, you got to cut it off. The kids just drink it up until bedtime, but you can't do that once you get to be.
Yeah, I used to.
All right.
I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to drink like 20, 30 cups a day,
you can't do that at your age.
No,
I mean,
no. I can't. I barely get a good night's sleep as it is, so
exactly.
That would really just mess me up.
Okay. Well, I'll just call her up and tell her Temecula's a go.
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it, and yeah, I hope to get a full report about the trip.
Yeah, we'll call on a Thursday when we're on our trip.
That would be cool.
We'll just call in,
That would be super awesome, actually.
Yeah, calling from Temecula.
Good. There's some other beautiful stuff around there too, like because it's getting into some areas that there's some mountains and whatnot, and you're a little bit from the coast there, but you can get to the beach pretty quick from that area too. So it's just a nice area, and it's really away from all the major stuff happening in the other cities.
Like how far away from the beach would you say?
20 miles.
That's doable. Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Yeah. And you could go an hour and a half to LA or an hour and a half to San Diego. You're about in the middle of both of those.
Well, good to know. Thanks for the geography. I was getting that, but heck.
Or you could just go east to Las Vegas in about 4 hours.
If we wanted to get married.
Well, or just get weird.
Or both.
Or both. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got options.
Yeah, I mean, we're vaccinated. Live in the moment.
I agree.
Okay, that's great advice.
Okay, well, that's why you keep calling me, and I appreciate it. Really, you saved my butt. I don't know what's going on tonight. Maybe my show's peaked already, and it's over because like.
Peak. Well, maybe this is just what you need, like a warm-up call. Now it's probably going to be ringing off the hook.
I hope so.
Let's hope so. I'm just gonna wait and see. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Drive safe.
All right. We'll talk to you. See ya.
All right. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was Bird Lady bailing me out, telling me her kid's smoking pot, her mom's smoking pot. She doesn't know what to do about it, and so she's just gonna go on a vacation to some beautiful California wine country and live in the moment. Because we don't know if this is all going to be fine. We just have no idea. We've got Kansas on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
This is Dalton.
Hey, Dalton. I you know what? I got you now, and at this point, I'm gonna add you to my contacts because. Yeah, this is what, I think 3 weeks in a row, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to be a usual.
You are. Your name's going in my phone, and there's probably only, less than 10 names in my phone, so congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on tonight?
So, I've been sick lately. I've been not feeling good since last week.
Okay, what kind of sickness? What are you dealing with?
Like allergies, cold type feeling, like just a sore throat and coughing.
Okay.
Drainage.
Okay. And that could, I mean, I'm not a professional, but that could all just be allergy related, maybe.
Yeah.
It's that
I don't have any other symptoms. I don't have a fever.
It's that time of the year, and sometimes when the allergies hit hard, it is difficult to differentiate. Am I sick or is this just allergies? I've been there.
Yeah.
So
yesterday I woke up, couldn't talk because my throat was so scratchy.
Okay. What do you do? What do you do? Do you stay inside? Turn on the air conditioner? Drink?
No,
Benadryl?
I've been gargling salt water and then also eating a lot of honey.
Honey. No, honey is very good for that type of
sore
stuff.
Throat.
Yeah. I think it's good for your allergies too. It's got something certain in it. I don't know. I'll put it in some hot tea and drink it that way, and then that'll help.
I don't drink tea.
You don't never? You don't like it?
No.
Okay. Well, you should try it because it feels really good. You could just do it with hot water. You could put a little lemon or honey in hot water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what did you do this week?
This week, that's a good question. I don't know. What did I do this week? I really just worked quite a bit. I was just delivering a lot of food, you know.
It started on Thursdays. Do you have a day off of work?
No, I worked earlier today. I started working about noon today. I worked from about noon until 5, and then I took a little nap before I came out to do the show, and there you go.
Okay, so I've asked a whole bunch of questions since I met you. What is your plan to get by doing your show?
I don't 100% know. I just knew that it was something that I wanted to do, and it's content. So I want like a good amount of content that, you know, you get enough people watching it. It's like I don't want to work a real job. I don't want to go to a real job. It's just like I just wouldn't mind just getting paid just to do this. It wouldn't be the worst life. Now the bigger angle of this whole thing is I think live video right now is gonna reach its peak of popularity. Right?
Yeah. Just to let you know, don't save this number on your phone because this is my house phone. This is not my personal phone.
Don't worry. I don't reveal anybody's phone number to anybody.
No. What I'm saying is like, I can't have you save this number.
Oh, save it. Oh, save it.
Yeah, like if you add my number, you can't add this number.
Okay.
I don't really care if people have my number. Like I already get spam calls all the time.
Don't we all? You know.
I had one today asking me if I wanted to be a part of this community or something. I earn $1,000 for joining.
That sounds pretty good.
But I was like, it was a Indian person talking, like someone from not even this country.
Okay, well, that's yeah.
That's a camp.
So, are you ever gonna call me on a different number then?
Yeah, once I'm actually planning on getting a new phone.
I see.
That I can have activated just for Wi-Fi.
Just for calling me.
No, you're not that special.
Oh, I mean, come on now.
Come on, what?
Well, I mean, you know. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not that special?
I'm more special than you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I know, I am too. So, how about this then? Why don't you, when you call me with this new phone, let me know this is my new phone, and then I'll store that number, just so I know. Just so I know, I'm never gonna call you, but just so I know when you call, like. Oh.
I don't really care. You can call me 24/7.
Okay.
You're pretty cool.
Well, thank you. I think you're pretty cool also, and yeah. All right. Well, there you go. So we'll get it sorted out whenever you get your phone.
So, have you had any thought about what we talked about last week?
No.
About your doing a game show on here?
Yeah, I thought about it. Now, the way that my silly brain works is I think about things and then I store things and then I let my subconscious work on them, and then I'll find that I'll like get up off the couch to go to the refrigerator 2 months from now, and then the idea will just hit me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I wouldn't call for... Okay.
You okay? Allergies.
It doesn't help that I'm a smoker.
Oh. It doesn't. It doesn't help at all, does it?
No.
Okay.
So, any plans for this weekend?
Yeah. You know, I think do a little something. Nothing serious. Hang out with a few friends or whatever. Everyone's starting to get vaccinated, so.
I'm not.
You're not going to ever?
No, because you know what the vaccination is, though.
No.
It's basically COVID-19.
Well, I mean,
they put in your body.
That's what all vaccines are. They're a dumb virus. They're a virus that can't like really do any damage, but one that's easy for your body to like take it down and then build up protection against it. So that's what all vaccines are. They're just a live virus, but they're like a real stupid version of it.
Yeah.
So you'd rather risk just getting it the old-fashioned way, or what's your plan?
So I've already had it.
Okay.
So I care less if I get it again because I don't know.
What?
I don't know. People's telling me not to get the vaccine. People's telling me to get the vaccine.
I know. You really got to make up your own mind. In the end, my feeling is though it's like, it's kind of an all or nothing sort of a thing.
Okay, I have a question.
All right.
It goes on with that question. What do you think? What are you going to try to get out of doing this show? What if one day you get a phone call from name a TV company?
Look at it this way. Not even a TV company, because TV companies are outdated and not doing it. It's the streaming channels. And is there a streaming channel that has live content on their streaming channel right now, like a live show? And that's going to be like the next thing that, whether Netflix does it or Amazon Prime or Hulu or Apple.
Get a Netflix show?
That's
That'd
right.
be cool.
That's right.
Get a Netflix show.
Live though, a live show every night on Netflix at like 10 o'clock at night, like they used to do, or they still do, like the Late Show on CBS or whatever at 10:30.
Or HBO Max.
Or HBO. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, the first one of these streaming companies is going to start putting on live content, and then all the rest of them are going to be scrambling, looking for live content last minute because they didn't think about doing it first. I'm here to say to any of those listening,
would you quit your job if someone says,
yeah, you kidding me? They could pay me $12 a night and I would quit my job and do it. It's
every
just like
day?
Every day.
Are you have thought about even so you get more people to watch you do this twice a week?
I've thought about it, but then nobody's even calling tonight, so I don't know if I can do it twice a week.
I called.
I appreciate it.
I'll call you back. I have a roommate that's asking to speak to me.
Okay. You wanna? All
right.
You wanna call me back? Okay. See ya.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya. Okay. There was Dalton from Kansas, and call ended a little abruptly. We've got North Carolina on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
I'm sitting here watching you talking to that guy that was just talking to you about the guy that has a sore throat.
Yes. Allergies. They were thinking was the cause. What do you think?
I don't know. I think he needs to maybe gargle some warm salt water, maybe, and I don't know.
That's what I said. I was trying to get him to just drink some hot tea, and I don't drink tea. Well, I was well, how about some hot water? Put like a little honey or lemon in it, and he kind of just went I was just trying to help out. Like warm water really like helps to like relax, the muscles in your throat and just kind of soothe you a little bit.
Exactly. But I got a question for you. It's something about like roommates.
Okay.
Like it's me and my wife and 2 other guys that live here, right?
Okay.
I spend like $200 in groceries, right? And then you put groceries in the refrigerator, right? And then like the other guy puts groceries in the refrigerator as well. And then you got some other jerk off that wants to come and eat your daggone food up. It makes you want to break their daggone fingers.
I understand. I've had situations like that before. I lived in a household with, numerous people, and we would all have like our little areas of the fridge, and we'd have to put labels on our food and whatnot. And I remember one night I made a sandwich to take with me to work the next day, and I woke up and there was a bite taken out of my sandwich. And I was like, well,
oh man,
like it just drive you crazy though. It's like, just leave my food alone. You know what you need? I've seen somebody do this before, where it sounds silly, but you need just to get a little mini fridge for your bedroom, put it in your closet in your bedroom or something. And then if you got,
I got one. It's just I gotta go get it at the pawn shop.
There you go. But that way, if you go out and spend like, buy something kind of expensive at the store, you can save it in your mini fridge, and then maybe if there's stuff you don't care about as much, have it kind of in the community fridge, I guess,
Right on. So how long have you been doing this for?
This is week number 11.
Oh, wow. You like it?
I do, man. It's fun. I just drive around and just talk with people from like all over the place, and it's a pretty good time.
I hear that.
Yeah. Well, is this your first time seeing it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is my first time to talk to you. I'm looking at you and talk to you on the phone at the same time.
Okay, man. I need to figure out a way that I can have video talk on this too, and see what people are as well. But I'm not that maybe inclined technologically to figure that out.
Yeah. What do you think about all these people getting this stimulus check and going out here blowing all this money and crap?
I mean, it's one of those weird things, because it's like they say the stimulus check is for your bills or to help you catch up because of your tough times and whatnot. But clearly they know that there's some people that have been working throughout this entire thing that really don't need that money anyway.
Exactly.
So I guess it's like, if people are going and blowing it, it's like it probably is helping though to like stimulate the economy and keep it somewhat afloat. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. Have you gotten all of your checks?
I mean, yeah, me and my wife, we got ours together, so
okay.
We do ours jointly.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
you got like some of these people, they go out here and they sometimes they pay the rent, then sometimes if you go out here blowing money, like nobody's business. I'm like, damn, give me some of that.
It's true. Like last year when they sent out that like $1,200, like my neighbors, I don't think they're really like well-to-do. I think they kind of live paycheck to paycheck, but they went out and bought like this ridiculous like swimming pool for their backyard, and I was like, I don't think you guys can afford that, but they probably got the $1,200 plus they have like 3 kids, and I think those are $500 each, so they get like almost $4,000, and I think they just blew it all in this swimming pool.
That's ridiculous. Then you gotta buy chemicals and all this other crap.
Oh yeah. And then it's not like an underground pool, like it's one that sits above ground, but it's really large. And then they filled the darn thing up, and then they didn't drain any of the water over the winter, and it just froze inside of there.
Oh, now
I'm like, that's going to expand that thing and break it, I would think.
Right, it would probably end up splitting the pool or something like that, like a liner.
Yeah, and they just spent $4,000 on this thing.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I live in Wilmington, North Carolina. Where are you from?
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay, yeah, like, sometimes I'll raise my window and, like, see all these fools be riding by on, like, dirt bikes and, like, little crotch rockets, and I'm like, damn, where they get all this money at? Their mamas be spending it on them or something?
It's true, right? It's
like,
amazing. If you start looking around, you see that all over the place. You're like, where do these people get this money from?
Yeah, I'm like, dang.
Like, you don't think they have like a job? They don't have a job that you don't have. It's just kind of a weird thing sometimes.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
I just like spending on clothes or like stuff I need for my house or stuff like that.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like stuff to last out through the week or something,
Yeah, just to survive.
Well, man, it was nice talking to you. I just thought I'd give you a shout. It was my first time talking to you.
I appreciate it. Enjoyed the conversation, and have a good night.
All right, you do the same.
All right, we'll see you. Okay, there was North Carolina calling there, talking about stimulus checks a little bit, which is kind of interesting. Because it's like, well, what do you do? It's just money. Do you pay your bills, or do you go splurge a little bit? Getting caught back up a chat. Someone's saying put some LED lights in your car. It's an interesting idea. I've got this light up here that, like, gets me. Without it looks awful in here. So I had to do something. But maybe some LEDs around back in there would be kind of cool. We got Florida on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Still waiting to get a job.
Oh, okay, man. What do we got here? What's the date? March, like 25th, or we're almost to April.
Yes, we are.
What tell me about the pressure that are the folks putting any pressure on you?
I have made a checkpoint move with my mom.
Checkmate move?
Yep. I just won't get in the car.
You refuse to get into the car.
As a mom makes me go get a job.
Oh,
I'm not at the convenience store. I'd rather die. So I just don't get in the car.
Okay.
Simple.
And then she eventually gives up and just drives off.
Hopefully.
Okay. And that how long do you think you can continue this plan?
It hasn't gone into action yet.
Oh, okay. You're still formulating. This is just yeah, right. Next time you deal with this situation, this is how you're going to handle it.
Yep.
Or you could just get a job.
That too, but I'm not working at a convenience store.
Oh, I don't know if you could work at a convenience store anyway. I don't know. It's just what. I don't know what you can do, to be honest with you. It's not.
I wanted to work at Home Depot, but I'm not allowed because I'm 14.
That's what I'm saying, and you're going to run into that at a lot of places, that your age is a factor to them, and they won't give you a job anyway. Now,
I have to be 15 to work at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts.
That's what I'm saying. It's a real thing. So I would say to your mother, next time she gets on you for not having a job, I'd be like, listen.
She hasn't done it yet.
Okay. You just know that it's imminent. It's coming sooner than later.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to be like, hey, Mom, you're the adult here. And you think I need to get the job? Then you need to tell me exactly where I need to find this job.
Besides the convenience store.
Yeah. You can do a lot of work online. And I don't know if it matters what your age is. I don't know if you have to prove what your age is. You'd have your mom sign up for you on things online, and you could just do work that way. You ever heard of like Amazon, like Mechanical Turk?
No, I have not.
All right. There's just like weird little odd jobs on there that you can do them all online, and they pay not that much money, but if you do a lot of them in a day, it can start to add up.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to do it. Like, I'm just saying, you can go get a job at Starbucks, Home Depot, or the pawn shop, but things have changed a little bit, and you don't necessarily have to go.
It's not as easy to find under the table jobs as it used to be when my mom was younger.
Well, that's true too, but people just paid in cash then. It was more the Wild West, when cash was king, when that's how you got paid for a lot of your jobs, it was different. It's a little more regulated, but now you have the internet though, and that wasn't there before. You have applications on your phone. You can go just get jobs. You can go walk people's dogs. You know, there's an app for that. It's like Dog Walker or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an idea. Look at those. Look at some of the apps on your phone. There's a lot of weird little micro jobs out there.
Yeah.
Is that your mom in the background?
Nope, I'm playing a video game.
Oh. Okay, fair enough. What game are you
playing? I was planning on playing like really loud music, but I didn't want to get striked for copyright.
I don't want to get. I put this stuff up on YouTube later, and that would just cause more work for me. Then I'd have to go into my editing system and mute out the music, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I thought it would be easier to just turn off the music.
All right, I appreciate you thinking of me that way.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, what else you do? We got about a month left of school, or what do you got? How much you got left?
I want to say May 14th.
Okay, month and a half, something like that.
Yeah, I got a $50 Amazon card for my aunt for my birthday.
Oh, that was cool. You haven't spent it yet?
I have, yeah.
Oh, what'd you get?
I'm getting a knife with the American flag on it.
Okay.
I already have a sword.
Oh, okay.
And I'm getting a flag with an AR-15 on it.
Oh. All right. What are you going to do with that? Display it?
My room.
Okay. Sounds good. There you go. All right. Well,
the captain says, "Come and take it."
Okay. That's it's a hot button topic right now.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. You're making a stand. Yeah.
You want to hear a really funny thing?
Sure.
I made a video, but I deleted it.
Okay.
And this German girl, right?
Yeah.
She started ratting me out, and I called her a certain B word.
Yeah.
That came from here, and she called me racist. Let me tell you.
Well, what you called her the B word? Well, that's sexist, not racist.
I know, but she called me racist. But the thing is that makes it funny is that she's German.
Oh.
Isn't German like Caucasian?
Well, yeah, you more than likely descended from Germany or somewhere there in Europe. So
I'm Italian.
Well, that's Europe as well, so it's very close, you know.
Yeah, I don't understand the word.
Well, I mean, you know, I think she was upset at what you said, and for good reason. And then she kind of just confused her isms.
Little does she know, she got locked a while ago.
Okay. Did you make this video on TikTok that put everyone in an uproar?
Yeah.
But you already deleted it? I can't see it?
No, you can't.
No, that's a bummer. I kind of want to see it now.
Yep. I cannot be bothered with another channel strike.
Oh, you had it removed. It was just stricken.
I deleted it before TikTok stopped.
I see. So you put it up and you were like, this is going to get me in trouble. I'm just going to get rid of it.
Yep. I got 50 views, and one of those was some, what word shall I use here? You know, I shouldn't use any of those words. A person.
Yeah, there you go. That's tread lightly here. A person.
Yep. Can't say that word. So yeah, but how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You know, just kind of just doing the show tonight. It's all good. It's all gravy. No real worries. I got things to do. I got things on my mind. You know, but this is kind of a nice break from it, to be quite honest with you. Just focus on this. I don't have to think about anything else for 3 hours.
I'm not trying to get a job. Like, I want a job, but like I also want to really focus on school.
Oh, well, you know what?
I have to get good grades to go into technical school.
I'll tell you this. Here's a bargaining chip that you can use with your mother that I guarantee would work like a charm. You phrase it just like you kind of did right there. You said, I really do want to get a job, Mother, but I also really want to focus on school. Let's make a deal here. If I bring home straight A's next year, if I continue to do that, then I don't have to get a job, right? And she'll be like, absolutely. If you get straight A's, you don't have to get a job. The problem is if you come home with some C's and whatever, maybe a D, maybe a B, then she'll be like, well, you're not working hard at school anyway. Now you got to get a job. If you work hard at school, she won't make you get a job. I guarantee it.
Well, I don't know where that comes into play, because she can't be saying that I'm not working hard at school when she can't do algebra. Like, none of my family can.
Well, but she doesn't have to. That's the point. She's old. She doesn't have to do algebra. You know, I don't have to do algebra. You want to know the last time I did algebra? I don't have to. That's the beauty of being older. But you have to, because you're at that age. So if you just bring home straight A's, I'm telling you, it'll solve all your problems.
Fine.
You didn't like that answer. I'm trying to give you helpful advice here.
I'll try it.
Okay. But you got to use it as a bargaining chip. Don't just go out and get straight A's for their benefit. Make it for your benefit. You got to get something out of it.
Twist it the way you want it to be twisted.
Exactly. See, that's formulating a plan.
Okay.
Okay.
Because my uncle is like friends with the fire chief at the fire station in my city.
Okay.
So I already have my profession set up that I want to be.
Okay.
I want to be like a rescue medical fire personnel person thing. EMT, sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got your goal. You got something to work towards.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal.
Because I really have to focus on school to get the grades so I can get into the technical college I want to go to.
No, I understand, and it's just you gotta get good grades anyway. I'm just saying you might as well use them as a bargaining chip for not getting a job.
I'm just trying to say I want to have my full attention on my school.
You want it with night school? What would you say? Night school?
I want to have full attention on school.
Oh, there you go.
Like, I don't want to be like, I have to worry about my shifts, who's going to cover me for my exams, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I get it. But, you know, I mean, working through school, like I had a job, but I mean, I didn't get a real job till I was 16. You know, really. I had little pitiful jobs before that, like delivered newspapers and stuff, you know. But I didn't get like a real, like I had to go into a place till I was 16. But I did that all throughout high school. You know, worked a job. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else going on tonight?
No.
All right, buddy. Well, keep me updated, and then we'll see what happens.
I will be sure to do that.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. See you. Okay. And my pal from Florida checking in with the job. We got some chat here. It says my favorite doctor is famous. His name is Johnny Sins. Okay. Ripping and roaring. Mass exodus from California recently. Lots of people moving to Pacific Northwest and Texas. We got Nebraska on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hey, I got another joke for you. What kind of seafood tastes great with peanut butter? Jellyfish.
What? Okay, I like it. I like the joke. Thank you so much for calling in and telling me that.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. That was probably the most amazing call I've ever received in my life. Hello, Drive By Night Show. How are you? And then it was just all business, no nonsense. I've got a joke for you. Here's the joke. Here's the punchline. Boom. No time to like think about it, try and guess what it is. Nobody cares. It was just like, that was the most efficient phone call in the history of all talk shows. The chat's saying 21 sneezes, LOL. That's true. There's a video on TikTok about a guy that sneezes 21 times in my car. If you've never seen that one, check it out. Chat's saying, what the number mean? I don't know what you mean. Chat's saying he needs a sinus rinse. Okay. That's what I was trying to, get him to do something. Green tea. That's what I'm saying. I'm back. The show needs a mission statement. It sure does. We got Kansas on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
This is my number, my personal number.
This is. But didn't you say you were getting a new number soon?
Yeah, I am, but just for now, this is my actual number that I use all day long.
Okay. Well, why did you call me on that other one then?
On this, because that's the house phone. I can watch your live.
I see. Yeah, it's a drag. I don't know why like a phone call, like interrupts data and whatever. It's just the weirdest thing to me. Somebody's got to get that figured out.
Yeah. You guys want to say hi to this? We went to Sonic. Hi.
How's it going? You went to Sonic?
Yes.
What did you get?
I don't know what kind of sandwich, but we got mozzarella sticks.
Oh, very, very good. Always good.
Cherry Dodger peppers. And then for to drink, I got a cherry limeade with cherries, but they forgot to put cherries in my drink, so.
You sure they're not down at the bottom? Sometimes they're way down at the bottom.
So they had to give me another cup with cherries.
Okay. Yeah, you got to get the cherry limeade though. That's the drink of champions.
Yep.
It's very good.
No.
Have you tried the cherry limeade?
I love cherry limeade.
I do too. They're pretty amazing.
So, what were we talking about before I had to let you
go? We were talking about how streaming channels are, one of them's just going to start putting live content on them, and all the rest of them are going to be struggling to get live. So I'm saying to the streaming channels right now, put my show on your streaming channel live, and you can be the first channel to do it.
Yeah, you know what the show, not the show, the live streaming thing that I get on that I told you about last week.
Yep.
You need to get on that. Just put yourself out there.
All right. Maybe I'll try it. I'm eventually I want to get to a point where I literally just do this on the TikTok, but I got to get like a laptop set up in here and a mobile hotspot, and then I could stream to multiple different locations at the same time and do the show to several different places. You
have a YouTube channel. Why don't you stream live on YouTube?
Can't. You got to have 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah.
To do it mobile. I could do it at home, like, on my laptop or whatever, but to do it on a mobile device, you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And nobody will go subscribe to my channel.
So,
how do you get YouTube subscribers?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But don't you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah. I've got 212 subscribers.
You're not even there yet.
I know. And that's not even a bad number, but I need that 1,000. That's 800 more that I need.
I think you could do it if you really wanted to.
I really want to. I just don't know how to necessarily.
Yeah.
I put stuff up there all the time. I'm always putting new content up there.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of getting like what we have is that center console that has the computer tray?
Yeah. I have, and then like I said, I could stream to multiple locations at the same time. But I'd have to get a mobile hotspot in my car, and all this stuff just costs money,
Yeah.
So it's just kind of this is cheap. The way that I'm doing this, I mean, I had to get a second phone line, and then unlimited data on the phone that I'm doing this on, because going live for 3 hours a week just chews up your data, But it's relatively cheap to do this show.
Yeah.
It doesn't break the bank.
It doesn't. Really, you're right.
So, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a way that I could do this. So in my
hey, I got some good news for you though.
Let's hear it.
So you know how I've been on 4 times now. This is my 4th time on here.
Yeah.
Guess how many people I've gained on TikTok?
How many?
Guess. Just make a guess.
50.
16 people followed me since I've been on this show.
Okay, awesome. Shout out your handle again. Maybe there's somebody new listening.
Hold on. We have to go back to TikTok.
You always forget what it is.
Yeah, because I use it multiple times for different things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Dalton Saffer 5. So DaltonSaffer 5.
There it is. I just sent you 5 more followers. Maybe. We don't know yet. But hopefully.
So I have 75 followers right now.
There you go. Well, and you're looking to get to 1,000. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I can go live.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to get to 1,000 on TikTok than it is on YouTube.
I can't wait till TikTok brings that new thing over to the U.S.
What's that?
Where we can actually see each other and talk to each other.
Oh, is that real? That's coming, huh?
Yep, I see already people in Europe doing it.
So you're saying if I go live, I could see anybody?
You can add people to your
I see.
chat.
I see. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And they're doing that over there in Europe and all those different places.
Yeah.
Other countries.
Okay. Well, yeah. They usually test market it elsewhere before. The U.S. is like the last to get stuff like that for some weird reason, but they got to test it elsewhere first.
Sonic like killed me. Wow.
What?
I just took a drink of my cherry limeade. Gosh, it's like too much lime.
Too much lime.
Yeah, too.
Okay. And you thought you were gonna die for a second.
Yeah, it's like that sweet, like that so sour.
Yeah, it's very tart.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the feeling. It's a weird feeling.
But yep.
All right. Well, anything else going on tonight?
Nope. Probably going to finish watching your show.
Okay.
Probably go live on my own app, my app that I use.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll have to check that out some night if we're not cross-living at the same time.
Yeah, it's you now. My handle on there is Saffer, SAFFER 123 Dalton with the S. Dalton with the S.
Okay. All right. I will. I'll look for you one of these nights.
And a lot of YouTubers actually use that app.
I'm sure they do. So I need to just go look around on there and see what it's all about. I really don't know that much about it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
See you later.
All right. Have a good one.
Talk to you next week.
All right. We'll see you.
I'll be calling you on the house phone though.
No worries. It doesn't matter. Either you're not that many people call from Kansas anyway, so I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye.
Okay. We got Georgia on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
How's your night been, sir?
It's been all right. How was yours?
Pretty good. I'm enjoying your broadcast, your live stream.
Oh, thank you very much. Is this your first time seeing it?
Yeah, I really like to say nigger.
Yeah. Bet you do. Bet you do like to say that. Bet you do like to say that. You know what I like to say? I like to say, you're blocked. So I hope that was worth it. Creep from Georgia. Keep in mind, I've got your phone number there, pal. You know, just keep that in mind. Trying to get cute like that, you know. There's ways to get cute, and that's not one of them. All right, so now I pulled myself into this place, and I'm like caught in this like construction now, and I'm trying to back out. And of course, you ever get those line of cars where there's only like 5 cars in the whole world, but they're all perfectly spaced away from each other just to like get in your way? And that's what happened. So now I'm kind of like out of position here, and I want to pull over and see what the chat's saying, because I know I got like 20-some messages. But now we got Nebraska calling in. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hello, my brother.
How's it going? Hello?
Do you know the way?
I used to.
You do not know the way.
Well, I told you I used to, but I kind of lost.
You have to have Ebola to know the way, my brother.
Well, explain it to me then.
In time, I will show you the way, my brother.
Isn't that what I just said? Isn't that what I just said? You kind of just repeated what I said.
You cannot escape the way of the devil.
Okay. Who's trying?
Do you want me to drink your blood?
Well, not particularly.
In Uganda, we do not have water, so we drink the blood of the devil.
Well, okay. Well, how does the devil's blood taste?
I spit on you.
Well, that's not cool. That's really not cool at all. Okay. That's fun. One of those prank phone call pre-made ones, and there you go. Back to the chat. Someone's saying Uber Games. I don't know what that means. Reefer Attack. A smoker. Aren't you 12? I don't know what that is. So are you an Uber driver? Yeah. Go look at all my Uber videos on TikTok. There's a bunch of them. Chat saying, I think back then you can get a worker's permit. Yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it? It's been so long, I forgot all about a worker's permit. Do those exist anymore? I don't even know. How do you know that they identify as a person? I don't know. That starts to get so complicated sometimes. Drive by guy, your voice reminds me of Christian Slater. Is this true? Do I sound like Christian Slater? He's like a hero of mine. Chat's saying, beautiful, I love that. How we doing, brother? Doing all right. What happens if I call that number? I don't know. Call it and find out. Someone's saying, answer me. Someone's saying, okay, call and see, LOL. What does the number mean? Savage, this is awesome. Japan here. I think that's the first time I've seen anybody from Okinawa, Japan. Thank you so much for watching. That makes me feel great. Someone saying, who's this guy? Never mind. I think you were referring to the kind of pre-made prank call there. Okay, we're a little over an hour in. This is the Drive By Night Show. Phone line is open, 402-853-8436. We are a drive around, call-in talk show. If this is your first time seeing the show, yeah, just call in and we can have a conversation just about whatever. Just be cool. Just don't be like that guy from Georgia a couple calls back. That guy is the epitome of not cool. And just being not cool is just not cool. So don't do it. If you want to see what this show is all about, like I've got past episodes up on YouTube at All the Rides. And we were talking about earlier, it's like... you need 1,000 stupid subscribers to go live there on your mobile phone. So why don't you head on over there, give me a subscribe, and then once TikTok kicks me off of this platform, which is going to happen someday, I have to go live somewhere else. So may as well just be on YouTube. If you want to listen to this show in a podcast form, go to your favorite provider, simply type in Drive By Night Show, and you'll find it right there. The chat's saying, can I say this is better than Stern was in the 90s? I appreciate that, because Stern in the 90s was like the biggest thing on the planet. You know, that was a big deal. But Stern started getting to a way, you know, where he started to become kind of predictable. His show's a lot different now than it was 30 years ago, 40 years. How long was he around? Where is 402? 402 is in the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. That's where it is. Where are you from? Where's everybody from? Who's hanging out in the chat? And who's going to be the next person to call me up? It's kind of been one of those nights. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on out there. But we got almost 2 hours left in the show, so we got to talk about something. Delaware. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. We got North Carolina in the chat. I can see a bunch of private numbers are getting blocked. I put this thing in. We got Florida on the line right now. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
I just have to give you a heads up about Johnny Sins.
Yeah, what is that?
He's a porn star. Like, he's not an actor talking, by the way.
Okay, so if I were to Google that later on or right now, I'd run into something I don't want to see.
I would not suggest it if you were married.
Okay. Is Johnny Sins known for proclivity or a certain girth, or what's Johnny Sins known for?
I don't exactly know. He does a bunch of different crap. He does role play, I guess.
I see. Well, I mean, you got to have your thing. You got to have your little shtick out there. So Johnny says, no, I've honestly never heard of it. Now I'm kind of curious, though.
I don't suggest doing that if you're married.
Oh, I'm not married. Even if I were, I'm not going to marry anybody that's going to be hung up on that kind of crap anyway, you know.
Yeah, okay.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the warning and the heads up, and I don't know. Now I'm just curious.
Watch at your own risk.
Okay, I appreciate that. So thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
All right,
I'll call you next.
All right.
I'll let you know my job.
All right. Hey, someone was talking about a worker's permit. Do you know anything about those, or are those a thing still?
I have to ask my mom about that.
Yeah.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, I have too, but guess what? I haven't been 14 in a long time, so I haven't had to worry about them. But maybe it's worth looking into. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll check it out.
All right, we'll see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So Johnny Sins or whatever, I don't know. Okay, we got Alaska in the chat. Someone says, I wouldn't call, but my face is on fire. Well, I would say dealing with your face on fire is more important than calling me. Only good part of Delaware is Sussex County, says the chat. We got Arkansas on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Nothing, just want to say, honey. How are things going for you?
It's going okay. I'm just kind of driving around, taking some phone calls tonight. Have you ever seen this show before?
Yeah, I called you last Thursday.
Okay, cool. I thought you did. It's hard to like keep track of everybody and remember, so I apologize, and I appreciate you calling again, though.
No problem.
No problem. All right. So what's your week been like? What have you been doing?
Nothing, just on my spring break at my grandma's.
Are you still on spring break right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back on Monday then, probably.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you got about 6 weeks left, and then you got summer.
Yep.
Or are you going to have summer this year? So some places are talking about not even really having a summer break.
Yeah, I'm going to have summer.
Okay.
They can't do that to me. I'll beat their ass.
I hear you. I would have too. If they would have taken my summer away from me, it would have been a bad decision because I would have thrown a fit. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You got to go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have a good one.
Hey.
See ya.
Hello?
Okay. I think, and then I hung up, and then it was like saying hello. So I don't know. I thought I heard Mom in the background, and then I was like, you got to go. And he's like, yeah. And then it was like, hello. So I don't know. I don't know if I just did the right thing there. I apologize if I hung up on you. You can call back. I don't mind. It just sounded like Mom's needed something back there. And then when Mom needs something, you got to just get off the phone and see what she needs. I've been talking to this old dude on TikTok, you know. Okay, so phone line is open, 402-853-8436. Caught up with the chat. I gotta say, it's been several weeks since I've kind of been in this situation without the phone ringing off the hook, without the chat totally caught up with. I think it was my Arkansas calling back. Did I hang up on you, or did you have to go? I was confused. Hello? Hello? And then I go, maybe that wasn't the same Arkansas number. Now I'm really confused. Let's take a look here. That was two. Are you kidding me? It was two different Arkansas numbers back to back, same area code, 501. What were the chances? So I just picked up the phone and totally was just like talking nonsense to that person, and they hung up, and they're probably like, well, this is what's going on here. So I think I kind of just ruined it and blew it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get our second chance here with Arkansas. We're gonna be professionals this time, and this is how I answer the phone. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hello.
How's it going? Hello. Arkansas.
I'm good.
Oh, good. What are you up to tonight?
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Hello.
Goodbye. Hello. Hello. What? How are you tonight?
Your mom died.
God, that's the best you got. Your mom died? He's struggling with it too. Because he wanted to say something nasty. I could tell. Wanted to, but then I think the conscience got the better of him right at the last second. He's like, I'm not going to say that. And he goes, your mom died. And I'm like, okay. That's the best he can do. Prank calls are the best. I mean, they are. Like, I don't hate prank calls at all. I just don't want... I hate people calling in and going to that one dark place. That's just the worst. But that was kind of fun, even though it wasn't. Someone saying, okay, I'm good now. My face hurts. But laughed my ass off. Yeah, there you go. So, no, and that's fine. And that number's opened up. I didn't even block it or anything either. And call back with that stupid phone call again. I really don't care. I love when the show goes off the rails, says the chat. And then it's funny because I love when the show goes off the rails too. But it's like all at my expense, So it's like like if I could figure out a way for it to go off the rails the whole time, or for it to be like a civil, a real show all the time, I'd probably do one or the other. But I think what kind of makes it interesting is when it does start to go off, though, because it's kind of unpredictable, and that's what you get from a live show. And and you get some stuff you don't want to hear sometimes, but it's still kind of fun. And then someone says it was fun until it wasn't, and like your mom's dead. And then that's the joy. It's a shit show. It really is a shit show. Here we go. We're just changing. It's no longer Drive By Night Show. I answer the phone from now on, and then it's a shit show. How are you? That's how I just gonna answer the phone. And then it says deep convos, then prank calls. That's basically where I live with this show. And now we're starting to mix in some regulars too. So I would say deep combos, regulars, and then prank calls. 2 tickets to paradise in Temecula. It's official. It's happening. Okay, I love it. Boy, I'm trying to think, like, kind of weird spot to fly into, because there aren't any, like, real major airports that nearby. I know there's some smaller ones, but I don't know if there's anything major. And then the chat saying, you forgot the chili cheese fries talk show. Oh, I'll never forget the chili cheese fries talk show. That was, and that thing happened organically and weird and fun, and that's the best stuff in life. When you try and plan and predict things out, it always never lives up to the hype. You can never attain these high places you've set the bar to. But the chili cheese fries talk show, that happened so organically, and the way that it then continued to happen is, I think, something that could go down in history, honestly. Like, they're going to be talking about the chili cheese fries talk show like 200 years from now. We got Mississippi on the line. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
Hello?
Hey, how's it going tonight?
It's going all right.
Good. What are you up to?
Oh, nothing.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
Okay. How was your... Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that one too. I kind of felt like Mississippi wanted to get a little squirrely there, and and then just hit the eject. I didn't hang up. I just hit the eject button, and couldn't think of a way to get squirrely. Unlike the last one, I was like, "Hey, your mom died." It's like, okay, cool. All right, we got Michigan on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Not much. I called like your second episode.
Oh, well, thank you so much for calling back. How have you been?
Good. I'm shocked I'm awake enough to call again. I was like, ooh, it's 10 o'clock. I should catch the show.
You should catch
the show.
I appreciate you catching the show. And I'm still here. Can you believe that?
I really enjoy the podcast. I catch it throughout the week.
To recap. That's amazing. And like I wanted to get it into a podcast form at some point, and then there was one day I just got so motivated. I was like, I'm just doing it, and it's like, it's crazy. You get like this thing called an RSS feed through your podcast whoever you set it up for and upload the files to. And then it literally just gets sent out to like every podcast in the world. Like, it's nuts.
I love it.
I do too.
I was watching your shows on YouTube and just letting it go while I was like cleaning my house or whatever. When I heard that you had a podcast, and I was like, thank the Lord, now I don't have this random video going while I'm trying to watch it and there's ads in the middle of it.
It's true. So there you go. It works out for everybody, and then the show can have a reach that way. And it's really like, it's not any more work for me. Like, doing the podcast takes me like probably 10 minutes a week to like, putting it on YouTube takes me like 2 days to get that up on YouTube because the file's so big, and then it's got to go through my computer and blah, blah, blah. But like the podcast file is just like the easiest thing to work with.
I love it. Yeah. So thankful for it.
Cool.
So good job.
I love it. Thank you for listening. It really means a lot to me, and like it's just so cool.
Yeah, last week was kind of a doozy.
What happened last week?
Oh, I don't know. It was a bunch of guys from California calling in. Somebody from the jail called in.
Yeah, what was that? What was that? Like, the guy from jail, he's like, I'm waiting to get out of jail. And then I'm like, oh, when do you get out? He's like, well, I'm serving a life sentence.
Yeah.
And then it was like 5 calls in a row from California that were just awful.
But then if I don't listen through it, I think maybe I'll miss something. So I have to listen through it to see it.
There you go. See, that's the hook right there. It's like it's like going to a party at 8 o'clock, and then you're like, I'm kind of tired. I'll leave at midnight. But then you're like, but what if I miss something that happens at the party at 2 a.m. and everyone's talking about it later? So I gotta just stay at this point.
true.
Okay, I love it. That's a lot of fun. So what? Well, now I feel like we talked about. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it wasn't your son's 17th birthday the last time you called?
It was.
Look at me. Look at me. Now I've been doing this for 11 weeks, and I still remember. Okay.
I'm impressed.
Good deal. So that went all okay, and everything's okay in Michigan these days.
Well, I have 2 boys that are quarantined because the track team had corona.
Oh no!
But we're just living our best lives.
Well, and I guess you just have to, and it's kind of one of those things. It's just kind of like rite of passage at this point. It's like you either get sick or you end up getting a vaccine or something. But I remember like when it started, and I only knew like one person that had it, and now a year later, it's like I can't tell you the amount of people that I've personally known that have had it.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like it finally got to that point where it was like, okay, this has to be real because we now know all these people that have gotten sick,
Thankfully, none of my kids have had it. They're just on quarantine, so they get a 2-week spring break.
Oh, I'm sure that they're real upset about that too.
Yeah, suffering.
That sounds like a pretty good life to me right now. Like I would,
pretty traumatic.
I would take it. It's thinking back on life. You get to a certain place and it's like, boy, those days were pretty easy.
And 50,000 times better now. Like I didn't have an iPad or a cell phone or like
do you think,
I had to walk.
Yeah.
20 minutes to my friend's house.
I do too. Do you think it's better though? Do you? I mean, isn't it like every generation thinks that theirs is the best, and it's because we have more nostalgia just because we're older, or do you really would like to like trade places with your kid?
No, I would no. There's so much bullying and like you have to be better than everybody. No.
I like for my money, like the whole social media thing, I think would have like. Because it was bad enough you just have like rumors and gossip, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like that was like all that there really was. But then to have like things like in fine print, like, Joey cheated on Marissa last Saturday night, like on the internet, you know what I mean? Like that would have just driven me crazy as a kid.
No, we just had, back then we had them in notes.
Yeah, exactly. But like none of that stuff exists,
No.
And it's like
not unless you're one of the weird ones that saved all your letters.
Well, yeah, sure. But nobody's like dredging up our past. Like they are with like, oh, well, look at that tweet you put out 9 years ago that you forgot to delete, And it's like, I'm glad that I don't have to like delete my 17-year-old self, because there's really no proof that any of it happened.
Very true.
and I'm glad about that.
Besides a bunch of old people sitting around talking about like, well, back in my day.
Yeah, but that's fine. They can sit around and talk about it. I really don't care. I just don't want like that hard evidence out there.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So there you go.
So yeah, we're just living our best life, living in quarantine.
Okay, well, good. I mean, what? So, are you like staying home as well during this process, or?
I work from home anyway,
okay.
So I'm home anyway.
Did you always work from home, or has that been a last year thing?
No, I've always worked from home.
Okay.
I do childcare.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. And has that been affected this past year at all, or kind of the same?
Yeah, but not crazy. All of my parents that I watch all the kids, they're all doctors or nurses, so they've worked the whole time.
Okay, good. And they can pay their bills too.
Yeah, I just got really lucky.
Okay. You sure did, because you could have had a lot of different circumstances where people were like, well, I'm out of work, I can't pay this, I can't do this and whatnot. So there you go. No, that's probably the way to do it.
I agree, and I got to be here when all the kids did their schoolwork, and I didn't have to take off.
Okay.
Just live my best life within my 4 walls.
Well, I hear you, and that's interesting too to think about it. It's like where it's like some people it's drastically affected their lives in the last year, and some people, like in your case, in certain ways, hasn't been that much different at all.
It has not, no. Besides, like, extra cleaning and taking temperatures. But no, and my husband is a mechanic, so his job didn't really change either.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you think your biggest memory 10 years from now is going to be from 2020?
I think it'll be the summer of 2020, just because we didn't have the gatherings or the bonfires or the parties, and we didn't have, like, we were seasonal at a campground, and the pool was closed, and we didn't have those memories that we usually, like, Memorial Weekend, nobody was around, and 4th of July, nobody was around, and Labor Day, nobody was around. It was just us.
It's crazy.
And that was really weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. Do you have a trip scheduled soon?
We do not. We just bought a new travel trailer, so we decided that this year we would not.
You're not going to go.
And Michigan is on lockdown still, pretty strong.
You don't think you're going to go anywhere this year still?
Not this year. Nope. We went to Georgia a couple months ago, but I think we're just gonna hang tight. We dropped a pretty penny on that travel trailer.
Oh, sure. No, I bet you did. I bet you did. But once you get to go out and enjoy it, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, I think so too. And maybe next year we'll take a trip. We actually took a trip right before Corona started, literally like a week before we were on the cruise.
Well, at least you got that in. At least you weren't like, let's do that one next month, and then never be able to do it. So
that's right.
All right.
That's right.
Good deal. That sounds fun.
Yeah. So anyway, I just thought I'd call in because I hadn't called in a while. I'm usually sleeping by now because I'm an old lady. But...
I understand. I've just always kind of been a night owl, even since I was a kid, So this just makes sense to me. But I will admit, I took a 2-hour nap before I came out here.
Lucky.
I know, but I needed to because I was just like, I could have went out and done it. I could have struggled through, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, I think I'm going to take a nap before, and then I can be on my A game,
Yeah. True story. So you're ready for those jail calls.
It's true. Well, you don't know what call's going to come up. And
it's true.
It's what makes it fun. It really is. Like, you couldn't like predict this thing if you wanted to.
Very true. Last week was hell in a handbasket, actually.
It really was. Did you listen at the end? Then this 16-year-old kid called at the end and was just talking just crazy philosophy, and he was like the smartest 16-year-old kid I've ever heard in my life. Like he was really He was really intense.
No, I hadn't yet. I haven't finished it. Thanks for ruining it.
Okay. Well, but believe me, he's on there for like 20 minutes, and he is just going for it the entire time. And you're like, how is this kid 16 years old? It was really something.
But was he 16?
I have to take his word for it. But he certainly didn't sound like a very deep, mature voice.
Yeah.
It's in.
Good for him.
I thought so too.
Was he from California?
No, nothing good. California is on my list right now, so California's got some making up to do from last week.
Oh, that's funny.
That was 5 strikes I gave them last week.
Well, it was phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call of just like dirt bags.
Have you lived in Michigan your whole life?
My whole life.
Okay, so you've grown up like I did, because I grew up in Nebraska, where everyone's like, oh, what are you guys doing in the middle of the Midwest? You got to go to California, you got to go to New York, you got to go to Florida, you got to go to the coast, and I'm like, how are all these people in California? They're supposedly living in the greatest place in the world, have nothing better to do than call some guy from Nebraska. You know what I mean?
True.
And it's just hilarious to me because it's like you've heard that stuff your whole life, Like, why would you live in Michigan?
Everybody comes back to Michigan. Haven't you heard that?
No, I haven't heard that actually.
Yeah, if you are born and raised in Michigan and you leave, everybody comes back.
Is that true? Because like I don't find that the same about Nebraska. Because it's like growing up in Nebraska, everyone thinks that like Colorado is like the utopia of the universe. Oh, they've got mountains and they've got rivers and they've got forests. So a lot of people from Nebraska move to Colorado, like first opportunity that they get. It's really interesting. And it's not that people don't come back, because people come back, of course. But let's see. My Michigan experience, I've been to Detroit.
Oh.
And I had a great time there.
I was going to say, don't judge Michigan.
No. I had a wonderful time in Detroit. I was there in 2007 for 3 days. And but I literally drove from Nebraska. So I drove through, Illinois, half of Indiana, and then, went north into Michigan. And then, boy, it was a long drive, though.
Yeah.
It took me 12 hours.
That's insane. What did you come for?
I made a short film that year in 2006, and it was playing at a film festival in Detroit in 2007. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I came to the festival and just hung out with people there, and I just met some wonderful people. And we were at the festival a lot, but at night we would bounce around and go to the neighborhoods and go to bars and restaurants and stuff like that. And then during the day when there was nothing to do, just kind of do some of the sightseeing and whatever. I'd never been to Detroit, so just to see it. And I liked the way it looked, I would have loved to have seen what Detroit would have looked like in 1940 or 1950, in its heyday,
Yeah.
But because you could see a lot of remnants of it, at one point this was probably a really gorgeous town, but I still liked it. I liked the feeling that I had there. It's just a Midwest city. I like Midwest cities.
Yep, I agree. We were actually supposed to go in 2 weeks, but then I realized it was Easter, so we canceled.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it just depends where you go in Detroit.
Well, that's fair. And I get that. That's most cities too, But all dealings that I had there, they were just fine. I have good memories.
Good, that's great.
Yeah.
12 hours, man. No, thank you.
A heck of a drive. And I remember my air conditioning went out in my car, and it was, I think, July. So
no, thank you.
No, thank you. It was a hard ride home, and then I'd been up all night the night before, until 5-6 in the morning. Got up at 10 or something, and did that drive home. It was not pleasant, but again, I was 14 years younger, so I can do those things.
Exactly. We talk about that all the time. Hey, if I was at least 12 years younger, that wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah. And you remember things that too, or so, I mean, I don't know your exact age, but it's things I remember, being 28, 32 or something, and being oh God, I'm so old. Hear people saying oh, I'm just so old. And now it's God, I would just kill to be 32 again. Doesn't that just sound great? It sounds amazing. 32 sounds amazing right now. And there's people watching me right now thinking 32 sounds like the oldest person in the world.
I can remember babysitting somebody's kid and the parents being traumatized that they turned 30. And when I turned 30, I was this isn't even that old. It's not even that big of a deal. It's fine. What?
Good. I'm glad you felt that way. I felt like I had a midlife crisis when I turned 30.
Oh, no way. That's what she did. She had a midlife crisis. And I was honestly, after 30, I don't even know how old I am.
Yeah. That's kind of how I've been once I hit that next milestone that we don't speak about. But I've kind of been that way since then, where I'm just I honestly have to think about it.
Yeah.
I have to do the math in my head. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's how old I am.
Until I reach retirement age, it doesn't matter anymore.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. You're absolutely right.
My brother has said, like, you remember when you're 21 because you can drink, and you remember when you're 28 because your insurance drops, but then after that, it's not a huge deal. You have no idea how old you are.
I mean, I would throw 30 in there just because it's like, you know, it's kind of that ending of the 20s, and you're supposed to, like, be mature and responsible and not, like...
But you're not.
No, I wasn't anywhere near mature and responsible. I was almost even worse then. Because I knew what I could get away with. Like, I had enough experience to be like, well, I can get away with this stuff, so now I'm just going to do it then.
I think the only weird thing about turning, like, your big 30s, you look at people who are 22 and you're like, what a baby.
It's true.
Oh,
it's true.
You're so little. And you have no idea what's about to happen to your life.
You're right. And then they look at you and they just see an old person.
It's true.
Because I remember doing the same thing.
You're like, I'm not old.
It's like, I'm just 30. But I remember, you know, being places in my early 20s, 21, we'll say. And if somebody in their late 20s or 30 would have shown up to the place, I'd immediately be like, why is that old person here? Who told that old person they could show up?
Happy hour was 6 hours ago. It's past their bedtime.
Yeah, exactly. I really had no idea. But it's okay. Live and learn.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. And every generation goes through it, I'm sure, you know.
I hope not.
I think they do. I think it's just a thing you just have to go through. It's perspective.
We'll put it like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You don't know until you've actually gone through it.
It's very true. And then sometimes you don't even know until you're past it. You're like,
Yeah. And that's why life is a strange thing.
It is a very strange thing, and it goes by so fast. And the older you get, the faster it goes.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about either. But I have a few theories about that. But it is bizarre because, like, I remember chunks of my life, like 3-year chunks that seemed like they lasted forever, and now it's like I can't even tell you what I've done the last 12 years, let alone the last 3 years. You know.
Agreed.
So I don't know. It's just we just have no choice, really. We're just along for the ride. It's kind of like the show. You just never know what the next call or day is going to be.
Hey, tomorrow I may end in prison for the rest of my life.
You really might. You really might. Like, you really might, though. There is no predicting or no guarantees with any of it.
Well, I'm really going to hope that I'm not, because then I murdered somebody of some sort or something, and I really don't think that happened today, so...
I don't know how, but I ended up, like, on a Wikipedia rabbit hole last night, and I was reading a story about a guy from Michigan in, like, 71 who had a wife and 3 kids, and they were and he murdered all of them because he was going through, like, financial hardships, and he was too embarrassed to, like, tell them about it, and he didn't want them to, like, be poor and die, and he thought that if he killed them, then they would be saved and go to heaven. But he didn't get captured for like 20 years though. He, like, eluded. Somebody saw him on like America's Most Wanted on TV.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know who I'm talking about now?
I don't know that one, but I do know, like, within the last 5 years, there's been some cold cases that some college students have cracked.
Yeah. Okay.
And, like, one was, I don't know, they threw a dead body in a snowbank. They raped a girl and then threw her in a snowbank, and it was 30 to 40 years later that they found him.
And then,
all because of these college students.
Wow.
If you ever get bored and you want to listen to a good podcast,
all right,
I'm gonna flip it in. Morbid is a really good podcast, and they go through behind all of these weird murders and mystery cases, and it's 2 girls. It's amazing. It's 2 girls, and they talk about everything. Their past, how they got caught, if they got caught, if they didn't get caught. It's amazing. I love it. I waste so much time listening.
No, and, like, you know, the whole podcast thing has been amazing over the years. How it's just like Like I worked desk jobs when I was younger, and there'd literally be nothing to listen to, and you'd have like I would have like the same 20 CDs that I would have to listen to for months and months and months. And now it's just endless content. And if you can find, like, I've done certain podcasts like that where they'll have like 1,000 episodes. I'll listen to every single one of them,
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, that Morbid one, I was hooked on that one for a long time, and there's so many cases on there.
Okay. I'll check it out. That sounds good. Sounds fun.
It is. It's amazing, but it's weird and quirky. But...
Okay, I'm all about that. Believe me, that's where I live.
Well, you'll really enjoy it then. Morbid.
Okay.
It's so good.
All right.
So good. Each week it's a different episode.
Okay. All right. I will. I'm gonna look at it for sure.
You should. Be a good way to waste your time.
All right. I got some time to waste sometimes. I'm in my car a lot. So
I was gonna say
I need stuff to listen to.
You're not doing Uber now, right?
No, I haven't done it for a year.
I was gonna say you could listen to it then.
Well, no, I've been doing Uber Eats though. I've been delivering food and DoorDash and whatever. So I listen to music or podcasts like in between, like while I'm on deliveries.
I did it's not Uber Eats. What is it? DoorDash?
Yeah.
For the first time this year.
Yep. And what did you think?
Yeah. I probably kind of screwed our taxes, so I probably won't do that again.
Okay. Well, you got to write off your mileage though. That's where you get the gainer.
We did that.
Yeah.
But still, my husband was like, "Man, yeah, I don't think it was worth it."
It wasn't even worth it. Yeah, that's too bad. that doesn't make any sense, does it? It's like, oh, I'm gonna go out and earn some extra money, and then it's like, no, you did a bad thing.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like, I don't know. There's times where it's worth it. There's times that it's kind of fun, but then there's other times.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed it for the most part too. Believe me, it's just sometimes frustrating when you just get like the same like $3 McDonald's order over and over and over again, and it's just like, I don't want to do any of these. It's not worth it.
Or I don't know if you have like really gross parts of your neighborhoods, but I really don't enjoy walking into these dark hallways where there's like fleas. Ugh.
Yeah, no, there's places that I can't stand to go to, and even like some that I've narrowed down where I can like see on a map where it's like, that's gonna get me close to that area. It might be that certain building that I can't stand. I'm just not gonna do this order. I'm not gonna chance it.
Yeah, I had one guy that I dropped off his food and took the picture, and he messages me and he goes, "Hey, wrong house." And I was like, "Wrong house? No way." And I checked again, and I was like, "No, that's not the wrong house." And he goes, "Ah, man, I'm too high. I didn't realize. I'll walk over and get it." I was like, "All right, you enjoy your food."
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. And I've had that a couple times too. It's like, for most part, like the beauty of COVID has been the leave a door option where you can just take the photo and just leave it and walk away, because it's like nobody wants to see their delivery driver, and a delivery driver doesn't want to see the people in the house. So that's been one of like the most beautiful things that has come out of COVID. But I'll still get some people that are like, hand it to me. I want you to hand it to me. And the door will open up, and then just this giant cloud of pot smoke will just smack me in the face. And I'm like, oh, that's why you ordered 3 dozen donuts. I get it now.
Oh my gosh. My very first DoorDash was probably 30 miles out of the way, and I had dropped it off to some teenagers that were having this, like, I don't know if they thought they were having this really cool party, but they had a strobe light going on in their living room, and they had like Britney Spears blasting.
Nice.
I died laughing when that guy answered the door. I was like, okay, you guys have a great time.
I'm surprised you didn't invite yourself in. That sounded like a can't miss party.
He kind of sounded like a dick, so.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
And he was like 12.
Oh, well,
so hard pass on that one.
Hard pass on that one. Then you're gonna end up in that California prison before you know it.
create healthy boundaries.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, well,
okay.
It was nice talking to you.
Sure, we talked for almost a half an hour.
Oh, well, it is way past my bedtime now.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling again. I appreciate it. Call back anytime you want.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. There you go. There was Michigan on the line. We talked for almost a half an hour, but the time just flew by. So I really appreciate the phone call, and there you go. We got Virginia on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Yo, what's up, man?
Not much. What's going on tonight?
Not much, man. How's your day been?
My day's been pretty good. Worked a little bit, took a little nap, came out and did this show. Haven't didn't feel like I had a full day, even though it kind of was.
Bro, man, I woke up at 9 o'clock and I had to go to the podiatrist, or it's called.
Okay, what happened once you got there?
I had to get some nail surgery done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that like something that's been bugging you for a while?
Yeah.
Okay. You feeling better now, or you're just recovering?
I'm recovering now.
Okay. Is it like hard to move around?
No, not really.
Okay. What, you still gotta like go like to work and go do stuff, or you got like a couple days off?
They're giving me 2 days off.
All right, that's not bad, right? And you got the weekend coming up too.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Exactly.
So you got big plans then? Are you moving around yet, or still kind of holed up inside?
I'm still kind of relaxing right now, man.
Okay, I gotcha. That's it's not so bad. There's good thing is there's plenty of stuff to watch on TV if you get that bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Any good shows you've seen lately?
Not really.
Okay, I haven't seen anything good.
Actually, there is this one. What's it called? There's one part in there I remember. It's like the dude goes, "Shut the fuck up, faggot, nigga, you look like a bee."
He was holding on to that one for a long time too. He's just stringing that one out. I went to the podiatrist. I had a nail surgery. I did all of this. Oh, I got a couple days off for the weekend. Oh yeah, I've been watching this show. This guy waited like, how long was that phone call? That phone call, let's see here. I can't even find it now. Here we go. That was almost 2 minutes on that phone call before that guy waits to throw that out there. We got New York on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well tonight. What's going on?
I don't know if you remember me, but I'm the 16-year-old.
How can I forget you? I was honestly just speaking with you about you to a couple callers ago. Okay.
I am really 16, July 16, 2004, and that's my birthday.
I believe you, and not to say that I could just kind of sense it from your voice, that it's like.
I don't have an extremely deep voice or anything.
No, but it's whatever, and there you go. So you called back. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
How have you been?
I've been amazing, truly.
What? Tell me what's been going on.
So for the past 2 weeks, I've been on spring break from school, which has been awesome.
Sure.
Just getting some time. Honestly, my day, during the day, I have been working out 2 to 3 times a day. It's been awesome. Eating really well, reading a lot, doing a lot of I have a bit of work for school, so I was doing some of that, but just, delving deeper into, lots of different things. One thing, I don't know if I told you last time, but one thing that I do just out of curiosity and for the purpose of connection and knowledge is every single night before, just every single night, I read a little bit of every single major religious text to kind of connect the dots and to understand more about them. So I've been continuing to do that, but just more so because I have more time on my hands. And then every single night from like, I would say maybe 11:30 p.m. my time to like 7 a.m. I'm in and out of meditation sessions with people, or just like kind of quote unquote therapy sessions that have people that just need someone to talk to, need a friend, or going through like traumatic experiences and need help healing from that, or people that need help sleeping, anything like that. I've been doing that for like a year now.
Okay.
And so I do that during the night, and then, after like my last meditation session, usually around 7 a.m., I'm just right back into it, working out, eating well, researching, enjoying myself. It's been awesome.
Right on. I'm curious because you mentioned it. Going through, you said every religious text, like
major religious text.
How many major religions are there?
So the 5 major religions of the world are Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, and Sikhism.
Okay.
Buddhism is also a Sikh, but they don't have as many texts. They're more oriented around practice. So I do read whatever texts they do have, but mostly, try to delve deeper into the practices. But so that's the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, the Guru Granth Sahib for Sikhism, and the Bhagavad Gita for Hinduism. So just a little bit of each to kind of understand and to delve deeper into it as well.
Sure, just to understand the culture and the people and the history and where it all comes from. Now, a couple questions. Do you find similarities and differences between all of them? And then which go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. No, please state your questions first.
And then it was, is there one in particular that you personally enjoy above all the others?
So actually, I can, in a way, answer all of them in one, but like, kind of to give a little backstory to why I do this, I was kind of like, so I'm an Indian male, so I was born a Hindu in my family, but kind of my parents raised me with the notion that there's only one religion in this world.
Sure.
In truth, the religion of love, and that they preached to me the unity of religions. And so, that was great in idealistic terms, but I was interested in delving deeper to see, kind of, and understand what it really means, to say like there's only one religion of love, unity of religion. So I did. And I find that literally all of these texts are, and this is very controversial to those that are very heavily invested in one religion or the other, and I have the utmost respect for them, but it is the exact same message of love in many different ways, in different forms, different people, different dialects, but it is the exact same preaching message of love. There's even verses and things of different people that are exact same in different religions, but just stated in different names. And it's crazy to see the similarities between the two, yet in public and in the world, they preach to be so different and so much better than one another. But in truth, they're really so similar and so close together. And in terms of, do I have a favorite? Absolutely not. Because how could I have a favorite when first my driving force, my motive is to see the unity between them. And then second of all, I see that they're like the exact same, just message in different ways, and each, appreciated in their, different forms.
Yeah, and that's like, and I'm glad that you have learned that and taken the time to research that and figure that out, because it's just the truth. And there's the one thing that I can't stand, and it's a division thing, why people have to be divided with each other when they say, well, my religion is the one that's correct and yours is incorrect, or I respect a couple things about the teachings of your religion, but then there's things in my religion that are better teachings, when all in essence that you're saying is they're all the same. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. And there's a quote that I kind of had heard one day. It was like, it's good to be born into a religion, but it's not good to die in one, in the sense that it's very good to be brought up with good ideals, and understanding of, the world and how to live in it and coexist with others in it. But it's not good to be bound by a set of rules and regulations and a set of fear in your heart that if you don't meet a certain standard as set by a religion, then you are not going to, whatever it may be, whatever it preaches. And so That's why it's good to have that as a foundation, but then it's good to kind of delve deeper, not outwards into theology or interpretation, but inwards into connection and feeling. That's what it's about, I find.
Well, I agree, and it can get to a place where I feel like you can stop growing and evolving as an individual if you believe just a certain set thing is what it is, and it's like, well, I've learned this, I've been taught this, this is now how I'm going to live my life, but I won't listen to other people's ideas and thoughts because I've been taught and I believe that my way is the correct way. And it's like, at that point though, you're just closing yourself off to other people, other religions, other opportunities, and you're just going to kind of be stalled as a human being, like in the same place the rest of your life.
It's crazy. Like, if we knew everything, or if we know everything about something, then if we know everything about what was important in life, there's no point to living. There really is no meaning to us being here.
No, you'd be bored. You'd be bored if you
not only would you be bored, but the whole purpose of existence is to learn, to grow. And how can we learn and grow if there's nothing to learn and to grow? Because we've told ourselves that this is the truth, this is the way, this is correct, this is what I need to know. If you need to know everything, there's nothing that you're going to be open to learning, which is why, it's good to always be, open to these different things.
You have to be. And no, and that's the thing that, like, I think we briefly spoke about it, but I mean, I went to parochial school for the first 12 years of my life, from age 3 to age 15, and it was a Lutheran, Christianity school and whatnot. And it was just like this thing where it was like, well, here's the teachings, here's what you need to know, here's what you need to learn, but there was never any point where you could question any of it or have a certain discussion to further it or to come up with your own conclusions or ideas. It was basically like, here's the text, and this is our text, this religion is the right one, the other ones aren't, and you can't ask any questions, you just have to follow.
Exactly. But and I think that, you continue, I'm sorry.
No, but it's just like, if you go through your entire life that way, then it's kind of like you've stopped living at a certain point.
Absolutely. And, a big reason why I started to do this, or at least continued upon the path of reading this every single night, making it a habit of mine, is because when I'm, doing these meditation, these therapy, quote unquote, sessions with people, most people in this world that follow a religion or a part of them and are invested in it, they equate their purpose in life to their religion. And so, and kind of my goal is to connect with people at their core, at their purpose, because that's where you make real change. So I need to connect with them in the one thing that equates to their purpose, which is religion. So, like, you'll see when I'm talking with people that are, almost always older than me.
Yeah,
sure. Right? And so when I'm talking with them and I'm, they're telling me, they're asking me if I'm religious, because I always talk about, like, spirituality and, like, connection and all these things. They ask me. And I tell you exactly what I told you. Like, I was born Hindu, but I've come to understanding that there's only one religion, the religion of love. That kind of whole ordeal. And so then, but I'm like, so then what are you? So then they'll tell me, they're Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever it may be. And I say, oh, that's awesome, I read this. And they're like, oh, really? And then we have a conversation, and then, like, they'll hear, like, I know how to properly address the people in the religion. Like, I understand the theology of it and the understanding and the purpose behind it. And, like, people open up so much when you are not just there to tell them what's right, but you're there to help them connect with what, is most important to them. And then open their minds to a new possibility that there is more than one way. And that's just, I found to be so beautiful. And it's like the amount of time that I spent, reading, it doesn't even come close to the amount of reward that I feel by being able to connect to those at that core.
Yeah, for sure. And the unfortunate thing is about life is some people will just never listen. They just will not. They've made up their mind. They're closed off to it. And you're not going to get through to them no matter what. But the good thing is the majority of people, if you are well-read, you're studied, you're reasoned, you come at them like you are with this understanding, like, I have actually read this, I have studied this. Now I'm able to have an opinion about it because I've earned the right to do so. then people will listen to you. I've found more so than not, at least.
Absolutely. And when I'm not trying to say that, preach a certain message or tell them how to feel, but rather telling them my experience, my journey, how I feel, then they'll be more interested. I think I told you this last time, if I'm not, mistaken. It was like, life is not about trying to force information through a closed door, trying to force your way through a closed door. It's about slowly trying to open the door so that when it's open and you ask to come in, chances are you'll actually get in because you never really tried to barge in. You were respectful. In that same manner, that's what life is about. It's letting others, attracting others towards coming to you because, they're meant to be in your life or you're meant to converse with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's like, you can't necessarily welcome people like that, their presence or whomever they are, until you've worked on yourself in particular. And I think that's a real fallacy with people when they try and preach this and this is what you should do. And it's like, well, how have you worked on yourself first and foremost to get to this place to give me these grandiose opinions that you have? So I really respect people that have worked on themselves, educated themselves. They've done put the work in, done the proper research. And it's like, those are the people that I want to listen to.
Exactly. And it's funny that you say that because, when I was like 12, 13 years old, I kind of hit rock bottom in my life in the sense that I just didn't know what was the purpose of moving forward in a world that's just so matrixized in the sense that it's like, we're just doing everything for no purpose. And I was like, why am I here? All these things. And it was when I was like completely helpless and completely just, I don't even know anymore. Like, had no motivation to move forward. Is when I understood my purpose, which was to help others find their purpose first, and second, to just bring love and happiness to this increasingly, exponentially becoming also dark world. And so, but then I realized, I was like, okay, what's the first step? And I was like, okay, the first step is I have to first fix all my problems, work on myself, grow myself, so that I can help others with whatever they're going through, because I've gone through it and I have completely, conquered. And so for me, for example, it was criticizing others, not forgiving others, holding grudges, whatnot, constantly talking, not listening, being arrogant. Those were my things. And so for the past couple of years, I've been working on it slowly, and like having a short temper. And so I'm working on it. And then naturally I see the more and more I work on it, the more and more people listen, the more and more people come, they're ready to receive, the more and more change I can affect. I'm like, wow. And then there's one thing that I always tell people, just by being yourself, working on yourself, focusing on yourself and loving yourself, you will make more change in the world than anything or anything else that you could do.
It's true. It's true. And you're just going to be a better person from a day-to-day basis because you won't be walking around with baggage and demons and things that you're upset about and things that you're saying, why is this happening to me? Why didn't I get my way? We all have those feelings and whatnot, but if you get to a point in life where you're not walking around so worried about yourself all of the time, then you're just going to naturally be open up to other experiences with people. And then you can recognize, if they're hurting and need help, because you're not just spending every second of your day worrying about yourself.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. I think that's what it's about, just learning, growing yourself, and then uplifting others. It's not about continuing to uplift others when you see those that are down. It's about, being there for others, not trying to get ahead of others, but trying to, grow together, uplift each other together, get on the same level, but rise.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's what it's about. I found I was always trying to be competitive, trying to be the best in my class, get the best grades, get the best scores, get into the best schools, all that kind of stuff. That was my mindset when I grew up. Part to the fact that, the Asian American culture in this country is really, really just, there's a lot of pressure, competitive and all that. But then I realized there's more to life than that. It's not about that. It's about, now, for example, I'm always just focused on, doing well in school and whatnot. But now, like, I offer free proofreading services to people of all, like, levels of education, middle school, high school, college, PhD, master's, all that. because I want to uplift all those that need it, that are down. Because I know I'm able to take care of myself, but a lot of people need some guidance and support just to get a little nudge or boost in the right direction. And I find that's so much more rewarding than kind of getting ahead of everyone else, doing the most for the sake of,
right.
reaching the top.
You're right. It's futile after a point, because it's like when you're just, and I'm reiterating myself again here, it sounds like, but it's like when you're just focused solely on yourself, it gets to a point where it's lonely and it's frustrating, and it's just counterproductive after a while.
Yeah, absolutely. But focusing on yourself is still super important. But
no, I agree with that. You have to, but it's like, I guess what I'm saying is, because I lived a lot of years where I only focused on myself, and it wasn't in a way that I was even trying to become better, really. I was just consumed with certain ideas and things that I wanted to do, and I was kind of blind to what was going on around me, and I missed opportunities.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm trying to say when I say focus on yourself, it's like not focus on who you want to be or who you were or what you don't have, but rather focus on who you are in this moment, seizing every opportunity that's right in front of you, and focusing on growing and just being yourself in this moment. Not yourself a minute from now, an hour from now, a day from now, a week from now, but focusing on who you are in this moment. Why? Well, not just because it sounds great in ideal terms, but because focusing on who you are in this present moment is all that will ever matter, or matters right now. Because the present moment is really all that we have. The past is gone, it's done. The future is non-existent, it's not even here. Yeah. The only thing is life is this moment. And that's why are you focusing on something that's not even in life, not even real, doesn't even matter? Focusing on this moment, which is yourself, and of course all those around you, opportunities to help, to learn, to grow.
Absolutely, and you said it very well there, and I appreciate that, and that was always my problem, because I was just focusing on things in my life that were either in the past or in the future, and I was frustrated about both of those things, and it didn't make me a very good human being a lot of the times, to be honest with you, and they were things that I really had to work on. Finally, I feel like I finally got to a day where I was like, I was tired of doing it. I was tired of being this guy, living in the past, living in the future. And it's like, I need to work on this. What is getting at me? What's getting me down? What's keeping me in this place? What's frustrating me? What's not allowing me to move beyond this, And then once I pinpointed like these few things in my life, these recurring patterns that I could see that I just kept doing over and over and over again. It's like the insanity thing, expecting different results, Once I started to like really recognize that stuff and work on those particular things, then I was much more able to live in the present, And I'm telling you, it's a way better life.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, it has been.
No, definitely. And like, you know what? I just want to bring a point up. Like, I appreciate what you said. Like, for me personally, I used to always say, like, use the terms we need to, you need to do this to get better. Like, this is the way for, you need to do this, right? I used to always talk in those terms. And then kind of my parents actually opened my eyes to the sense that no one's going to listen to you if you're just telling them what to do. We're only going to listen to you when you take ownership of what you're saying and talk about your experience and what's true to you. So when I used to always like say, oh, you need to, like my dad used to like, every time he used to hear me, he was like, he said, no, not you. He used to say, I have, I am, I did. And he would constantly do it until it became a pattern in my head. And I'm constantly like, this is what works for me. Like, I have to always say that. And guess what? Like, it's just like abracadabra, like magic. Not really, because I understand the point behind it, but just like magic, right then and there, you see people are just you're able to have so much better conversations with people. People are willing to listen to change, because when you're just talking about what works for you, not only is it more impactful to them, but it's a change. People are constantly trying to push their own agenda. That when someone's just letting you continue on your agenda while telling them about yours, that's something people never see. So then it like opens their eyes just because of the spontaneity and unusualness and unusuality of it.
for sure. You can alienate people too when you say this is what you need to do and this and that, and everybody's process is different. And I can tell you what worked for me and what I did to, you know, heal and think about my life differently and start to live my life differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to work for you as well or for anybody else. It's just simply the process that I went through that was effective. And, you know, if some of that information helps somebody, then great. Or it could just be a stepping stone where then they go and figure out their own way of going about it, you know. But it all in the same, it is just positive that, you know, just to have these conversations and just talk about it. It doesn't necessarily mean that either of us has any magical cure to life or any real answers, but it's taking that step into it, thinking about it differently, not just taking the accepted or the there was an old phrase, now I'm the exposed, there's an old like quote that says never accept the exposed answer, and that's sort of one of those things that too you need to internalize that, but then, you know, ultimately come up with your own way of dealing with it.
100%. So I don't mean to like cut the conversation short, but I actually have a meeting in
okay, buddy.
In 2 minutes
no
with
worries.
somebody.
We've done great here tonight, and I'll be here every Thursday. You call back anytime, and we can keep the conversation going.
Yeah, really glad to talk to you. For all the viewers out there, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Once again, thank you for the opportunity, and I truly hope you have an absolutely beautiful rest of your night. Always remember to keep a smile on your face.
Much respect. Have a good night.
You too.
See ya. Okay, there you go. This guy's like, he's like got to be the most positive 16-year-old person in the world. And I know sometimes you listen to all that and it goes on for a little while, and you're like, okay, move on to the next call and whatever. But it doesn't hurt any of us to listen to some positive thought now and then. I'm going to try and get caught up with the chat real quick here. It says, what does Temecula even mean? I don't know. It's just a city in California. All right, we got Kansas on the line here. Drive By Night Show, how are you?
You know who it is.
I know who it is.
So, I have some good news for you.
Well, what's up?
If you do go onto that app, there's people that would love to sit and talk with you. I've talked to some people.
Which app is that? Which one are you talking about?
You now.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll go check it out later on. When I get home in like an hour, I'll go look. I just need to go look at it and do some research on it, see how to sign up, you know what I mean? Figure all that stuff out.
You just sign up like you would on TikTok.
Okay, fair.
It's email, your Gmail.
Yeah. And this is just it's just an app on your phone. That's all it is.
It's also a website.
Okay. I'll probably go look. I usually like to go look at the websites first because it's sometimes easier just to navigate like on my computer than my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's where you can actually do have people be a guest on your show.
Okay. Which I need to do at some point. You know, set up and not just have all the calls just be random, but actually have a real guest or two now and then.
There, you can have 3 people on there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool.
At one point it was 4, but it started getting out of control.
Yeah. So, okay.
To where when people would talk, it would get too loud, so they took one person away.
I see.
The one spot away.
Yeah. All right.
So,
yeah.
I wasn't meaning to call again, but I was just got off that website, that app.
All right.
And talk to people, tell some people about you.
Oh, cool. Well, like I said, seriously, I'll go look at it later tonight, and then I'll try and find you on there and connect with you on there or whatever.
Do you want me to DM you on TikTok?
Yeah, do it, please.
Okay.
Then it's a good reminder too.
Do you check your DMs?
Yeah, I check them every night after the show. There's usually always stuff in there.
And I know I'll be on your I subscribed, by the way, to your YouTube.
Oh, thank you very much.
Just 2 seconds ago.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, I'll look for your message.
All right.
Bye. See ya.
See you.
Okay, back to the chat. It tastes like chicken. Keep on licking. If it tastes like trout, get the hell out. Okay. It says, how much would it cost to call from the UK? I don't live in the UK, so I have no idea. How much does it call to call the States from the UK? I really don't know. Someone's saying in the chat, 11 weeks already. Crazy. Yeah, this is the 11th week I've been doing this show. Someone's saying, what's this? Someone's saying, are we just listening to a phone call? Well, I mean, I talk too. So you're listening to a phone call between two people. And you're just making, are we just listening? Is that all we're doing? Well, what do you want me to do? Want me to do this too? I don't know. And then someone's saying it's a call-in show. Thank you very much. You can call in and talk about whatever you want. Absolutely. Just be cool. Someone's saying, haha, I really am 16. Yes, you are. Thank you so much. Michigan here, so true. Someone's saying, I'm not talking right now, but they were talking about me. I was talking to him last week, and then he called. Chat is saying, I would love to be 32. I felt so much better. Yes, 32 is an amazing age. Now you're saying you're hopeful for 50. Well, we're hopeful for 50. Doesn't mean I want to like deal with it, but I'm hopeful for it. We got Georgia on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Nothing much. What about you?
Well, I'm just taking some phone calls and just having a lot of conversations with people tonight. Had some very long conversations tonight, but overall it's been pretty good.
Oh, okay. I was actually recommended this number by a friend.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what would you like to talk about?
Oh, anything. Do you have any like interest or anything?
I have a lot of interest. Let's see. I can't think of any of them, but I have a lot of interest. I'm a photographer.
Oh.
I've been doing photography for many, many years. I like to do long exposure photography.
Oh, are you into like erotic photography or anything?
I've done it. I've done like shoots for models, men and women, and shot like naked type stuff. You know, it's not like that's what I want to go do every day, but if it's a certain job, then I'll go do it. It's no big deal.
So you're not like the cameraman behind.
No. It's kind of gross, like in a way, because it's like, you know, if you're just in a room with somebody for hours and they're naked, it just kind of gets weird after a while. And then it starts to get, I don't know, people just start to smell after a while. You know what I mean?
No, I actually don't. As one myself, I quite enjoy it, honestly.
Okay. Like having pictures taken of you or taking pictures?
Oh, well, no, I'm an actual porn star. I take more videos than I do.
Well, no, I've been in those rooms too. I'm just saying, like, it's easier now. Cameras have gotten better in low light now, so you don't need as much illumination as you used to. But years ago, you'd have to put all these freaking hot lights into a room, and you had the same people in there for hours, just sweating, doing their thing, and moving fluids around and whatnot. And the room would just start to get this odor that you just didn't want to be in there anymore, you know?
Well, I mean, we tend to shower like before and after, so we're all clean. As the smell, sometimes it's just like, you know, you can't really help. You can't really help it.
I'm not like criticizing that, because it's just a part of natural life. It's just how things happen. It's just when you're in a room with strangers and you're all like really close to each other, huddled around these two people like on a bed or whatever, and there's all these hot lights like blaring around. And it's just like after a while you just don't want to be in there anymore.
Well, why don't you just leave?
I did. I haven't done that for like 20 years.
Like, okay, funny question, but like when you're watching, do you ever get aroused or anything?
Sure. You can't help it. It's just a natural human response. And there's it's just like life. Some people you're more attracted to than others, and every now and then you're like, so I'm really attracted to this person. And like, your brain just starts to think that, and next thing you know, things start to occur.
Okay. Yeah, as a so like when's the last time you ever filmed?
Like stuff like that? It's been like 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's true.
Okay. So, have you ever participated, or are you just behind the camera?
I mean, not like on camera.
Oh, so you have like behind the scenes?
Yeah. Party afterwards.
Right. I know sometimes if it's been like really long sessions, we'll tend to like give a BJ to the cameraman.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you have like happen to do that too sometimes.
Never on the job, but later on, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. My mom just texted me.
Oh.
You know how that can be.
Yeah, we're having a real interesting conversation. Maybe your mom would like to know about our conversation.
Oh no, my mom knows actually.
Okay.
She's pretty supportive.
Okay, well good. So you're still active?
Well, I mean, I am a porn star, so like I'm often all the time.
Okay.
I mainly make like my own content,
sure.
So
and that's become like a whole industry of its own,
Oh yeah.
Do you do it? Do you do it like a nightly basis or a couple times a week, or how often do you think?
Well, sometimes if I have a free day off, I'll do like multiple videos back to back, and then I can have like a week off. So I get a lot of money for it.
Sure.
And I get to take trips all over the world.
That's awesome.
Sometimes I get to like be with these really important people. I've actually done it with Johnny Sims one time. I don't know if you've ever seen the video. God, which one was it? We did this like whole role play thing before it, and it was I'm pretty sure. Fucking hell.
Yeah. No, that one I have not seen.
That's too bad though. I would have, if I can remember the video, I'll text it to you later.
All right.
You can watch.
I would appreciate that.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'd like to see it.
Okay.
Do you record all of your work, or do you mainly like go live?
I'm not really a cam girl because sometimes I worry too much about like someone coming into my room.
Yeah, sure.
I do like being in the spotlight though. I'm a little attention whore. I can't help it.
Yeah, I understand. No, it feels good to have a lot of people watching you for some reason. I don't know why, but it does.
Yeah, it makes you feel really important.
Yeah, you're like somebody at that point.
Yeah. Trying to think if I have any more questions. Like,
okay.
Where do you live? Like, what area?
Nebraska, in the middle of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah. But I used to live in California, and that's where I worked on some stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm from like Georgia, but I'm currently in California on a trip right now.
Okay. What part of California are you in?
Los Angeles.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Lots of stuff to
do.
Well, usually lots of stuff to do. I haven't been there during COVID. I don't know how it's going there, but.
I'm staying with a friend. I haven't really been out much. You got to wear a mask and everything.
Right.
So
right.
It's a pain in the ass.
It is, and it's no fun. It's like, what's the point?
I'll be shooting at Ram Ranch tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Okay, well, is that like outside of the city, or where's that located?
It's outside of the city.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So, yeah,
it's like a good 25 miles or so.
Yeah. No, I think you got to get outside of there's certain permits and laws and restrictions inside the proper city, and I think if you just go outside of it, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. But I've only been here for like 3 or 2 days, so it's I haven't really gotten a full sense of what it's like.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's just changed a lot too over the years. It used to be a real hopping industry, like in the 90s and early 2000s, and it was just sort of, it all just being free on the internet, so to speak, just kind of took a big hit on that industry.
Yeah, I make, okay, hold on, I'm sorry. My manager's texting me. I do need to get going soon, but it was really fun dropping in and talking to you.
Yeah, you as well, and best of luck to you.
Sorry, she's about to call me.
No worries.
I know this is a little random, okay, but I am 14.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I just wanted to let you know in case I didn't want you to get in any trouble or anything.
Okay, no worries.
Okay. Well, have a great day.
Yeah.
It was really nice talking.
Yeah, you too. See ya.
Bye.
What was that all about? It was like that whole phone call. It was like the most disingenuous, anything. And every word coming out of her mouth, you could tell, there was not one true thing that was going on there. Not one. And I'm just going with it. I'm like, well, where's this thing going to go? And then it goes there at the end. Just waiting for that zinger at the end. Well, I'm 14. I don't give a shit. We got Pennsylvania on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
What's going on?
Nothing much.
Cool. What have you been up to tonight?
Nothing.
Okay. What do you got going on tomorrow?
No.
Nothing. Is there ever a time when you're going to be doing anything?
Yes.
When is that going to be?
No.
No or now?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah.
What would you like to say?
Hello. I guess. I guess.
Okay. All right. See ya. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay. What's saying? The chat is saying, going to call you. We need to discuss your extended warranty. Okay. I've been waiting for that call because I've been worried about my extended warranty. And there you go. Someone says, take the trip to Temecula before the next shit show occurs. That's true. What a sweet kid. You just in your car? Yep, it's me just in my car. Do you take dance requests? I should. We got Nebraska on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. Just watching some Netflix.
Yeah, what's on Netflix tonight?
I'm just watching that last episode of Stranger Things.
Oh, Stranger Things. Like season 3?
Yeah, I'm on 3. I'm only on episode 1 now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You like the show? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's not bad. There's worse.
Man, shut the fuck up, faggot. You look like a bee.
Don't do me like that, Nebraska. Don't do me like that, Nebraska. Oh, I'm watching Stranger Things. No, you're not. Come on, Nebraska. We gotta stick together here. What's up with that? You're going to say that to me on the street in Nebraska? I doubt you would. And here you are calling me on the phone? That's just not cool. Not cool, Nebraska. All right. We got Missouri on the line. Drive By Night Show. How are you?
Hello?
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 How's it going?
Good, you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What are you up to?
Nothing. I'm just chilling in my room.
Okay, cool.
How's your night?
It's been okay, you know. Just taking some phone calls from the dredge of humanity.
Yeah.
You know, and some people are really nice, and some people aren't very nice. What do you think that's all about?
I don't know. I think people are just being rude because you can't see them.
It's true.
And you can't
they're cowards.
Call them out on anything.
They're cowards. You know, it's like these people. If you saw them in the middle of the street, they never say a word to you. Yet there's this phone and blocking them, and then they think they can call you and say whatever you want, and that's just being a coward.
Right.
I don't respect people like that.
Yeah, I don't like people. Like, people can just hide behind a screen and just do whatever they want.
Yeah, this is the best call I've had all night. You're absolutely right. And it's too bad, but you know, it's just something we have to deal with, unfortunately.
Yeah. Hey, you want my TikTok?
Yeah, shout it out.
It's _ Titus, TITUS 1.
Okay, _ Titus 1.
Yeah, I just said hello.
I'll follow you because I appreciate your phone call.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. You're cool. You came on here and you're cool, and you're not talking crap, and I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I was just calling because I just want to hope you have a good night. And
I hope you have a better night, and thank you so much for calling tonight.
No problem.
All right,
thank you.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye. There you go. Nebraska does me dirty. And this kid from Missouri calls me, and he's just like the nicest kid in the world. And he's speaking the truth, too, about these wimps and cowards out there who you know, let's see, what's the chat saying? You're just waiting for her to hang up. I was waiting for her to hang up the whole time. Yeah, she's 14. Sure she is. Yeah, it says, LOL, she's lying about everything. You tell me one thing that was truthful about that phone call. Like, give me a break here. What's up, bro? It's Wendy's from like 2 weeks ago. Oh, is that you trying to get in? Try right now, Wendy's. I'm sorry. I'm a little skittish from Georgia. I got you. Is this you, Wendy's?
What's up?
What's going on, man? Did you see I made like a special little video just about your phone call?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's up on YouTube.
What's your YouTube called?
All the Rides.
No way.
Yeah. It's about us talking about the Rocky movies.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Because I was that was my most fun phone call I had that night. Because I go through the whole show, and then I'll just pick like one phone call, and I'll kind of highlight it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was you.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
you're a beast.
No, you're the beast because you're the one that called and you're like, hey, Wendy's, these nuts, and then all of a sudden we're talking about Rocky movies, and it was fun.
Yeah, man.
So
hopefully I can become your #1 fan.
That'd
be awesome.
I hope you will. So now you've got a big build-up, though. People are like anticipating what you're going to talk about the next time.
I know. I got a couple of my boys in the chat. A little shout out to Gray and Gil, and my friend Lucas. He's kind of gay, but everybody likes Lucas. He's pretty chill.
Okay.
I just joined like 20 minutes ago, or like 10 minutes ago at the end of that girl conversation. So I just saw some bad combos, and I was like, this man needs some good vibes.
I do need some good vibes, because that girl is just like, you know, she got on here. I could just tell from the second she got on here.
Well, I saw it at the end. So recap what she said, because I saw the comments, but I I didn't hear the whole combo.
She's basically like trying to tell me that she's a porn star, and she's been in the business for a long time, and this and that and this thing she does, and she's out in Los Angeles right now, and her manager's calling her, and she's doing all this, and she's asking me about like, you know, like stuff that happens on the sets of porns, and how she'll blow the cameraman and like crap like this, and then after she does this for like 10 minutes, she goes, "Oh, I'm 14 years old." She's waiting for me to like get all scared and nervous and like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in trouble. There's no trouble here. I'm not looking at you naked. Like, you know,
exactly. That's just weird.
It was just weird. And so it's like, but I feel like she wanted like some reaction out of me, but I'm like, you're not getting anything out of me.
Yeah, same for that guy from Nebraska or whatever.
Yeah.
Screw that guy.
Doing me dirty.
Ignore the haters. Yeah.
My own guy in my own state doing that crap too. You know.
like Wendy's, you know, you can take the Wendy's joke. I get it.
I can, because you're from Georgia. You're like 30 hours away from me. Like, you know, no big deal.
Yeah, everybody's got to get Wendy's in their life once, you know. So.
It's true. It's a rite of passage. If you don't get D's nuts,
if you get Wendy's, yeah. Exactly.
It's gonna happen.
I have a question. Do you like drive Uber or like Lyft or one of those?
Yeah, both.
Okay, so do you have like a bad story, like a throw up story, or
I mean,
a bad story you could share with the folks at home?
Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Yeah. Fair enough.
You know, throw up. I like it. You brought one up. Here was a real kind of a fun one. So I live in like a real university town. So there's like, you know, 30,000 plus like college students here. So, you know, Friday night you're gonna get a lot of like 18 to 22-year-olds like in my car, like all just drinking.
I got you.
Drinking a bunch of juice at like a frat party or something.
Yeah.
And so this group got in. There was like one dude in the front and like 3 girls in the back, and you know they're all just talking blah 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 blah, and then I just hear like liquid just like splattering like all over the place, and everyone in the car just goes, "Oh!" and then it was quiet for like a few seconds, and then. Oh yeah. It smelled like you could really smell like the Red Bull in it.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
That sounds fun.
It's no good. But then everyone was like telling her like, "Oh, Kelsey, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh, Kelsey, we're gonna take you home. We're gonna take care of you.
Yeah,
everything's gonna be all right. Oh, Kelsey, don't worry about it." Never did they say one word to me, and I didn't say one word to them. And I pull them up. I drive them home because I'm a professional, and I pull them in, and there was not one "thank you for the ride, really sorry about this, sir. We can't believe this happened. Is there anything we can do?" Like, they all just simply got out of the car, walked, and I was like, "This is unbelievable." They did not say a word to me. But good thing is, like, I recorded it though. I had a dash cam that recorded it.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, so I sent it in the Uber. They sent me $200 anyway. So it was
okay, yeah.
You know, you get paid for it, but I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
like if I threw up in anybody's car, like I'm gonna apologize for like a week. To them.
I know. I just rude people in general, you know.
But I almost thought like they didn't think that I even noticed that it happened. You know what I mean? Like they were trying to just blow it off or something.
Yeah. Okay, so just hoping you have a good night, but I'll leave you on one last question. Like, band-wise, do you know the band Imagine Dragons? Like, do you like Imagine Dragons?
Yeah, they're all right.
Imagine Dragons, these nuts across your face?
I'm waiting for the phone to hang up.
Imagine Dragons, these nuts across your face?
Boom. Boom. Oh. A little delay. I gotta clean that up a little bit, but I always appreciate. I know I always appreciate this guy's call. This guy's a lot of fun. So there you go. Someone's saying she said she was a cam girl too, right? Oh yeah, she said a lot of things, and yeah, it's kind of illegal. Sure, if it was real, it would be kind of illegal. And they're saying, yeah, she was just lying. No shit. Someone's saying, you ain't pick up for me with homie. I think that was just you that I just spoke to. God, we got 73. It says nuts, bruh. Why do you want people to call you? I really don't know. To be honest with you. Bruh, hello, I love you. What is 9 plus 10 is the question. Dude 375, rookie, wimps, cowards. There you go. I just called. That was me that just called. Wendy's. This has been a crazy live. Thanks. Dude, I need a crazy... let's go. The cameraman might get you in trouble. I was the cameraman. Psych, boy, you thought I was going to give my... I don't know what's going on. He's... Okay, chat's getting a little weird here. Kelsey hurled in your car and you stayed classy. You got it. And I got to be a professional. What am I supposed to do? Yell, like scream at people? I'm going to get paid because I got the video proof. I'm not going to like have them get out of the car and be like, oh, this Uber driver screamed at us. You know, you just don't say a word. You're going to get paid. Chat's saying, I'll get you next time. Hello, I'm the kid from Missouri. Thank you, kid from Missouri. You're getting followed right now because you're awesome. Dude, you got over 3,000 followers. You're doing all right. Someone's saying, I called you a few times. It goes right to voicemail. I don't know. We got Kansas calling back again. About 15 minutes left in the show. What's going on?
That you can't keep getting some crazy people calling.
It's what why do crazy people want to call me, do you think?
You put your number out there, so
I asked for it. And I'm not upset about any of it. Like, it really doesn't like bother me. You know, it's just part of the show. Like, yeah. I'm going to get some crazy callers. I'm going to get some people that actually want to have conversations. I'm going to get a little bit of, yeah. You know, but it kind of like when you put everything all together, it's what makes it sort of work, I think.
Yeah. So I did DM you.
Oh.
My information.
Good.
So, can we hear some more about your crazy Uber trips?
Have you watched my videos?
Yeah, I watched some of them. I want to hear about the one with the guy that was talking about Jesus or God.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear more about that one.
I have two of those. So I have one that tells me Uber driver, Jesus is coming back. And then there was another one that wanted to know if I knew about Jesus.
Have you ever had to kick someone out of your Uber?
No.
Your car?
No. I've wanted to, but it's kind of the same thing as like before. It's like, it doesn't do me any good. As long as somebody's not like assaulting me, you know, like.
Have you had anything sketchy happen?
Lots.
Let's hear one of those stories.
Yeah, you put me on the spot here. I need to like prepare some of these stories. Maybe I'll have a show where I just tell Uber stories and don't even take phone calls, or just take a few phone calls and tell Uber stories. There's an idea.
I've been ever since I knew about Uber. As soon as I get my license,
yeah.
I'm actually thinking about doing Uber.
Do it. It's fascinating. And
hey, you know what you should do when COVID's over?
Huh.
Not even say anything, but when someone gets in your car, do a show, Uber show.
Right. I mean,
I'd put a twist on your show.
Yeah,
a real big twist.
That would be a huge twist. But like somebody did that in St. Louis, and they were live streaming all their Uber rides on Twitch, and they got in a lot of trouble for that. And then Uber sent out like, you know, things that you cannot like post your dash cam recorded videos on YouTube or wherever anymore. People still do it, but you're not supposed to.
So you can't even do your Uber rides anymore on.
No, I can do it. I can do them if I want. It's just I could be deactivated as a driver for doing it.
But you always can just go say fuck them and go for a Lyft.
Yeah, exactly. And they're my videos. I'm an independent contractor, and I live in a one-party consent state. So they're legally 100%. They're my videos. You okay?
No, I'm dying.
Okay. All right. There you go. Well, I got about 10 minutes left in the show. I'm gonna try and read a couple chat things and wrap this baby up.
All right, let me give another shout out.
Go for it.
I need more followers on TikTok.
Dalton needs more followers.
So I can do the same thing he's doing, but in my room.
What are you going to call your show, Dalton?
The Dalton Friday Night Show.
You're going to do it on Friday nights.
Yeah.
You're going to get worse calls than I get.
Yeah.
Guess what? If you do it, Dalton, I'll call your show.
You will. I know you will.
I'll totally call your show.
But this is what I get. I already do that. The show, it's already called Dalton Friday Night Show. It's on, you know, but I can't, like, it's not saved on anything.
Oh, it's only live. That's it.
It's only live, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I get some people that, what is it called, where you save, where someone takes a little pic of you, like like when someone shares a moment, share a moment. So that's the only time I've had people, I've saved when people share.
All right, shout out your handle again.
So, I keep forgetting. I think it's Zaffer Dalton or Dalton Zaffer 5.
I think it's Dalton Saffer 5. Just write it in the chat real quick. This is going to be up for another 8 minutes. People can see it in the chat.
Here, why don't I'm just going to go check real fast. Yeah, Dalton Saffer 5.
All right. Everyone go follow Dalton Saffer 5 right now.
Right now.
How'd I do?
Good.
All right. I'll
hey,
yeah.
Next week I'm gonna actually come on here and do my voices if I feel better.
All right. So yeah, get better, do some voices, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right.
See ya.
I have to feel better.
Okay, I got Oregon. I'm gonna answer Oregon's call.
All right.
See ya.
All right. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Drive by Night Show. How are you?
Pretty good, you?
I'm doing all right tonight. What's going on?
Man, finally came across my For You page again.
Oh, it hasn't been showing up there lately.
Yeah, I'm the donation pods guy.
Good. You got any updates on that?
Yeah, I got my personal podcast all set up finally.
Where do you mind? I set mine up on Anchor.
Yeah, I set mine up on Twitch because I don't have a PC currently, so I'm just doing it by PlayStation.
Okay.
So I have like 6 other friends that are in it with me. So once we get the podcast name, the donation one figured out on the name and everything, we just came up with the quick name for our personal one, which is the 6 Unwanted.
Okay. So you're gonna do this show with 6 or 5 other people.
It's gonna be on and off, so they're not gonna always all of them gonna be there. Like usually it's gonna be 2 people, 3 people. Otherwise 6 people is gonna be a lot of people, and that's gonna be a lot of over talking.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. It's hard to get a word in edgewise, and then you're right. There's the fear of 4 people trying to talk all at once, and yeah, that's rough. What do you? So you're getting things going and blah blah blah. Do you feel like you have a timeline at this point, or still sorting some things out?
I'm still sorting some things out because life goes on, and it's sometimes people get rough every day. Stuff pop up.
It definitely does.
Unfortunately for me, a lot of stuff just popped up recently, so I've been going through it. But so I haven't been really on the podcast, but they have. So you know, they're keeping it running. We all got the password to the account, so we're able to post or live stream whenever we need to.
Maybe it's helpful in that sense with having 6 of you that, you know, if somebody's having a bad day or week or something, there's always somebody to be working on it a little bit behind the scenes at least.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I planned on. So then, like, if I'm the only one that's running the thing and I only know the login info, then if I don't feel like podcasting this day, how are they going to podcast that day when I don't want to be there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I like it. You know, it's like I'm the type of person, and I always have been, and maybe to my detriment, is that I just do everything on my own. I just, you know, that's just like how I'm kind of designed and geared. And I feel like a lot of times in my life, if I would have asked for help or allowed other people to help me, like, I'd probably have a lot more stuff accomplished than I do, you know?
Yeah, that's how I am too. Like, I don't like asking for help. I
hate it.
Doing all that. It's just like, I don't know why I need to if I can do it myself.
Yeah.
But
yeah. No, I get it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. And so I was like, but if I do a podcast myself, I'm either going to forget about it or I'm just going to go completely silent during the whole entire podcast and not talk. So I was like, I need company here to, you know, talk to.
Yeah. I'm conscious of that. Well, while I'm doing this, because I've watched like some of them. I've had time now to watch some of the playback of some other ones, and there was like a time or two, like in a couple of the early episodes, where there's like this dead air, where I'm like not saying anything, and I'm waiting for somebody to call, and I'm driving, and it's like, no, I gotta like have something happening at all times, or this thing's just not gonna work.
Yeah, that's how it is for me too. I'm like, I can't just be sitting here in a podcast by myself without anyone there.
It's true, because you can only talk for so long, and then after a while you like hear your own voice, like just words are coming out of it, but you don't even realize what you're saying, and you're like, this is ridiculous. Nobody wants to listen to this.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was for me. I'm like, they're not gonna want to hear me.
Yeah, I feel your pain, man. I really do. That's why it's like, I thought by doing it this way, you know, as long as people called in, like, it would give me somebody to talk to and them something to say, and, you know, and I think it sort of works.
Yeah, are you still getting those like weird prank calls? Oh
yeah, I got some real zingers tonight. Let me tell you, yeah, it's been kind of, last 2 weeks have kind of been wild shows, so they're definitely happening. It's like I'm getting some more like you have called a few times now, and there's it seems like every week now there's like familiar voices that I've spoken with before, but yeah, intermixed with that, there's certainly some definite prank calls and stuff going on. But I think it's okay. It's just kind of part of the show right now, as it is.
Yeah, I'm logging into my Twitch currently. I completely forgot my name. I haven't been on it for long.
Okay.
Yeah, my podcast name is The Six Unwanted. We don't really have anything posted.
Okay.
We just, because we don't have a PC, so we can't post our
But that's on Twitch. If one were to go, me or anyone go look, The Six Unwanted, is that the number 6 or spelled out SIX?
Number 6.
Okay. So The Six Unwanted.
Yeah, we have viewers come and go. That's why we did it on Twitch, because it's actually on People For You.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, it's not. So.
All right.
That's why we chose Twitch. We were going to do TikTok, but we realized that for that to happen, we would all need to be in the same room.
It's true. In this vertical video, it's like you can't fit a lot of people. That headspace is just so like.
And then also the phone quality with Wi-Fi is not always good.
Yeah.
With that too.
Totally. No, I get it. No, I wanted it like. I like doing it live on TikTok. I don't know if it was like my first choice to do it. It's just where I had the most reach of people, though, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's like I got to just do it here because it's like people will actually see it and be able to call in, you know.
Yeah, everyone's been deactivated for the past 2 weeks, I think, because spring break. It was the last trimester of school, so they're like, oh, we're just shut down the podcast for a little bit and take a break.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna start another podcast tonight in like 10 minutes. I'm getting it set up right now, actually.
All right. Well,
VR and talk to the podcast.
All right. You know what? I like it. Sometimes it's fun just to talk for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. I wish you well with all of it. I'm up against my 3-hour show here. You called a little late tonight.
Yeah. I was just sitting on TikTok. I'm like, I'm going to pause my Cars movie and be like, go on TikTok, see what's going on. And then I swipe up once, and there you are. I'm like, oh, it's him.
Right on. Always a pleasure to talk with you, and I hope to keep getting updates, and I want to be there when you go like live with your show. I want to be there from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna advertise a little bit on TikTok, like set up my phone right beside the camera, so then they see me playing on the thing, and I'll have like in the description where it is, or like even a piece of paper of where it is or something like that, and see how many views I can get, and see if they like it or not.
Yeah, for sure. That's all you can do, but let me know for sure, and you can count a view in for me. I got your back. You've been here, so I owe you that much.
Yeah. I told my friends a bunch, I don't think they've been able to get on in time.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure some of them have called. I'm not sure if they mentioned the podcast.
No, not that I know of. So, Anyway, good getting caught up with you. I'm just at the end here. I'm almost home, so I'm gonna dump this thing for the night. And but hopefully we'll talk with you again soon.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
See ya.
Bye.
Okay. And that wraps up show number 11. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Go to YouTube at All the Rides. You can see past shows, and then this show will be up by Saturday. Go to your favorite podcast provider. Search Drive By Night Show. And this thing will pop up. You can listen to it that way as well. I really appreciate everyone except a couple of people that called tonight. Everyone else was amazing. And we'll see you again next Thursday. Good night.